I want to share some stuff with you guys. So I thought I'd do a shout out on a small channel. I've been watching this channel recently for a while. It's the Joe Wentz Project TV, and 15,000 subscribers, which is a very respectable number. So, you know, for those of you that know, it's really hard to get that number. It's hard to get any of these numbers, especially, you know, today's age when you're going to the news. He does a lot of stuff, but one of the things he does is he goes to a music store and he does it with his friend Ralph, which is funny because I have a friend Ralph, and he goes and checks out stuff in the store and he just kind of highlights the store as we like to see. And he does live shows. They're pretty laid back and fun. He kind of talks and stuff and goes over stuff. And I just like to highlight it. Because I think sometimes, you know, I try to from time to time highlight a smaller channel. I've been listening to him a lot lately and just getting a vibe of it. Yeah, and Joe can really play. Brian said that too. I agree. Joe can really play. He's a great player. He's really chilled, really laid back. I just thought it was really cool, and I thought it was a good time to just talk about that, especially give it a shout out for that channel, and especially since Joe's got a great channel and he really deserves the shout out.
Welcome everybody. Thank you, Phil. Appreciate that, man. Super nice. And let's bring him in, ladies and gentlemen. The Butcher. Here he is.
What's going on, man?
What's up, brother? Right? Yeah, I ain't seen you in about, I don't know, 12 hours maybe.
Man, were you tired as I was after all that?
I was wore out. Yes.
I know, man. I know we spent the evenings doing lives and like we weren't doing much of anything, but I'm freaking pooped, man.
Yeah.
We can't blame it on jet lag because it's the same time zone.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
We can't blame it on that.
Yeah, nah, but I think for me, welcome everybody to the show. If you're new here, this is the Joe Wentz Project TV. You're watching the J&R. J&R is talking guitars and more. That's Ralph over there. My name is Joe, and we do these every Saturday night, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. So if you're new here, thank you for being here. And of course, for the OGs, thank y'all for returning. Really appreciate it. And now back to our regularly scheduled program.
Love the OGs.
Yes, thank y'all for always showing up and supporting the channel. We're just trying to grow this channel. We just got back from Fort Wayne, Indiana, for goodness sakes. So can't say we're not trying. But yeah, man, let's see. We got home. What time did you get home? Around 11, I guess.
What time? It was late, man. I don't know if it was late or not, but it was late. Freaking late because we didn't get off the plane till 8:30, 9? I forget.
About, I don't know, something like we got home about
10:30.
Yeah, we got home about 10:30. We left the airport, and my wife said, I haven't had nothing to eat all day. So we ran through Mickey D's drive-through, and she got a little combo, and she was eating that on the way. She was so hungry, bless her heart. She was wolfing that down on the way home. And
ate in the airport. That's what my wife did.
She was going to, but they were when she decided they were starting to shut down wherever she was going to order some food, so they were packing up. So she didn't. And so we got home and unpacked and just piddled around. And man, I was tired. I was like, and I went to bed.
I'm sure you were tired, more tired than I, because your sleep schedule was all jacked up.
I could not sleep.
I'd get up in the morning and ask him how he slept. I'm about 4 hours. So your sleep was all messed up.
Yeah, and that's all I could sleep in that freaking room and all that noise going on and all that smoke you kept smelling.
And the smells, yeah.
And I was like, what's going on now? You know,
people knocking on our door and the window and
God almighty, man. Crazy.
Yeah.
Insane. But it was fun. Everything else was fantastic. And for those of you who watched visiting Sweetwater, thank you for checking it out. And if you haven't checked it out, please check it out, you know, after we get done here.
Yeah, don't leave now to go check.
Yeah, don't leave just yet, please. Let's get to the chat and see who all decided to show up.
Please don't leave.
Please don't leave. Okay, let me whoops, it just jumped on me. Let me go up to the top and we'll see who showed up this evening. And we're so thankful that you took the time to be here. First up, we got Dave Orkin. What's up, Dave?
Hey. Bad Albert.
I remember watching that show. Scott from New York. What is going on? How are you?
How you doing, Scott?
Gave you a shout out in the video, Scott. Did you catch that? Let's see here. Rod, what's up, Rod? How you doing? And Ralph decided to join the chat. And there he goes. It's good to be back. Good evening, y'all, he says. Yeah, man, it's no place like home. Not to sound like Wizard of Oz, but it's true.
It is true.
Man. Scott from New York, that trip you guys took sure looked awesome. Thank you, sir. It was a lot of work, man.
It was stressful, but it was fun. Overall, it was fun. It was very fun.
Yes, it was fun. It was a bucket list item checked off the list. That was really cool. I don't know what we're going to do next. We'll figure it out. Might be a while before we do something like that again, but we're going to do something. Scott says, I'm blown away at how huge Sweetwater is, really. Yeah.
You ain't alone.
Wait till if you ever go there in person, you'll be blown away even more, man.
We should have went out back and got a video of how big that warehouse is out back. Remember when you took us out to the parking lot?
Yeah.
Showed us where the new warehouse is?
Yeah.
That's humongous.
Damn. Yeah, it was
I
big.
didn't even think about going out back, though.
Yeah, we couldn't, they wouldn't let us down there, which is fine. And, but, you know, I got to see it from where we were standing. I said, wow, that's big. Mm-hmm. A big old warehouse. Edwin Crane, what is happening, man? He says, good evening, gentlemen. How you doing, man? Dave Orkin, traveling takes a lot out of you at our age. Yes.
That's what it is. There's my excuse. It's because we're old. That's why it's so exhausting.
It was exhausting for me. I'm not ashamed to admit it.
It's still stressful getting off at airports you're not familiar with and getting to your next flight. And that airport, that thing was packed.
Connecting flights is a bit, you know what.
Right.
Ethan Carter, good afternoon. Hello, sir. How are you?
Hey, Ethan.
Rico B, he's in sunny LA. We love LA. What's up, Rico?
Exact song I was going to say.
Oh, Rico, man. He sent me a picture a while ago of the gas prices where he's at. Mm-hmm. It's like $5.89 a gallon or something. I was like, wow. My God. NPL, hello, man. He says, hello, guys. Really enjoyed the Sweetwater video. Glad you had a safe flight. Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Thank you very much. Mr. David Edward is here. He says, hey, Joe and Ralph, glad to see you made it home safely. I just got back from the pet hospital ER. My dog sprained her right leg, just a sprain, not a break, and not a torn ACL. She will be okay. Well, that's good, man. I'm glad she'll make a full recovery, it sounds like. Been there and done that. Yeah, been there and done that, man. I can relate, my friend. Your pets are part of your family. Slam RN, hello, how are you? Slam RN says, I was surprised at how cool Sweetwater was. I live in Indiana on the northwest side. Oh, you do? Okay.
You need to go check it out.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, you're right there in the backyard.
You don't need an invitation. Just walk on in. Open to the public.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, people walking in there all through. I mean, it was amazing. To me, it reminded me like just a mall. People just coming in off the street with their kids, and it was awesome. I was like, man, that's cool. PJ Kobe, hello. Hey, Joe and Ralph. Bet you're glad to be home.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Surrounded by my stuff.
Yeah, I just was glad to sleep in my own bed. I had a hard time getting to sleep last night. I don't know why. I guess my mind was trying to wind down, I guess.
Probably.
And I was just, man, I tossed and turned. I was like, come on, man. And then finally I dozed off and I woke up. The first time it was like 6:30 in the morning. I said, what the crap? And I went back to sleep, woke up, it was like 9 o'clock. So I slept like, I don't know, 8.5 hours. I said, dude, you ain't gonna sleep no longer than that. And you get up and take advantage while you're up and get this stuff done. I only had one day today to do stuff around here. Mm-hmm. And that was it. But yeah, let's see. Mr. AJ Brown, hey man, Joe, are you dreading going back to work as much as I am? Were you off this week? Yeah, spring break, right? Yeah, I am. Yes, of course. I'm regretting that. Yes, sir.
He's going to be our new social media consultant. He does our graphics and our thumbnail.
Big shout out to AJ. He did the thumbnail for tonight's show, so thank you, AJ, for that. That was so cool. He even took the time to do that.
Yes.
And he
gave us 2 or 3 versions.
He did. The first couple of versions had some older guys in the picture, and I told Ralph it'd be cool if our faces were on there. And all of a sudden, there it was, and I was like, well, I don't know how he did that, but that was cool. I said I need to figure out what app he's using so I can try it out. And it was awesome. So thank you, AJ. Slim, hello, Joe and Ralph and all the gang. Hey, man. Edwin Crane, he says that Sweetwater looked awesome. Yes, it did, man. Oh, Scott, you did hear the shout out. Okay, yeah, it was a lefty guitar. You're the first one I thought about, and because I know you said you can't find many left-handed guitar, which is true, and but they had quite a bit there.
They did.
They had quite a bit
as well.
Yes, Mr. Mick. Hello, Mr. Mick. How are you doing? Nice to see you, sir. JP Stella.
There he is.
The Tone Chasing Guitar chat room people. Yeah, what's going on, man? How you doing, JP? Mr. Frank C. We were grateful to meet Frank at Music Go Round in Rock Hill. Mr. Frank, evening, gents. Glad you both made it back safe. Thank you, sir.
Us too. There was some windy. There was delays because of the wind.
I ain't never in my life dealt with high winds like that on a beautiful sunny day.
I know when the pilot says this is going to be a bumpy ride.
Yeah.
The pilot tells you that.
We were waiting at one of the gates there at the airport, and it was when we was in Detroit, our final leg, and the captain come on there and he said,
"Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. Just want to let you know it's going to be a bumpy flight, so get ready."
And I was like, oh my God.
He's telling everybody, go use the bathroom now because you're not going to be able to once we get
That's
in there.
it. That's what he said. Yeah, go use the facility now because, kind of like we don't know what's in store, but we're going to go for it. Not that right there, just boom. I felt that anxiety just hit. And I don't get anxiety, but I did then.
It's like we were outrunning the storm that was coming.
Yes, and my wife was watching that really closely. She kept sending me screenshots of the weather in that area, and I showed Ralph the picture, and let's say that this dot right here was where we're at, and the storm was right there at that time. I mean, it was huge. It was a huge winter ice storm. That's what they said.
So we outrun it. Yep.
I said, Ralph, if we leave, if they're getting ready to board, if we can just get off the ground and get above those clouds, and we did, man. And when we got there, you could see the sun setting over there. It was so awesome. I've never seen that.
Cool. That was super.
I mean, not like that. Being above the clouds, I was like, that is incredible.
It's beautiful.
And then when we kept going, man, it just went from day to night because you saw the sun set behind the clouds, and then it was dark, and I was like, that's the first for me. Well, that was wild. Let's see. AJ Brown, he says that we're going to get to your questions, folks. Feel free to ask whatever you want. What's another bucket list item for each of you? AJ Brown says.
Wow.
That's a great question. I guess I'll go first. For me, I've been on the fence about this because we talked about it a few days ago when we was in the room, but I'm like, do I want to go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame or do not? I'm going back and forth. And we talked about that, and I know that opened a can of worms, but I'm like, I don't know. Do I want to do that or not? I'm thinking about it. I don't know. If not that, it'll be something similar to that. Ralph, you got anything? Any ideas?
Yeah, I would like to play somewhere. I've never played out somewhere. I've been in bands, jammed, but never played.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I've never been there, just at least once. I don't care where it is.
Okay. Well, that's going to happen. We know that's going to happen.
I don't care where it is. I don't want it to be a kid's birthday party or something. I mean, something a little more substantial than that. You know?
I've done it. I don't want to say I've done it all because I haven't, but I've experienced that playing at a birthday party, not for a kid, but it was, just like for some people that Walter knew way back then we played. He did it as a favor, and there was like 6 people there. It was so weird having everything set up.
Kind of like
as a duo.
Like what Bad Luck does. Scott from New York, what they do, they play. I'm like,
yeah, but they play for more than 6 people. They're playing for actual pretty sized crowds. And we're back. This was years ago. We was doing this, and I was like, okay, but anyway, whatever. But yeah, we'll get there, man. We'll get there. Let's see. Mr. Mick has a question. He says that, so did you guys come home with anything? I came home with a pack of picks that Ralph graciously got me. I got a Sweetwater T-shirt, and I think that's about it. I think that's about all I got. I can't think of anything else.
I just got strings and picks.
Yeah. I didn't come home with a guitar. I didn't have one shipped here. I just, like I said, I got an electrician coming here this coming week. Next week, and that's going to be a lot of money to get that job done. But so there you go. Trying to be responsible,
We were looking at pedals and other stuff, and it seemed like in my head I was just looking for something to buy, just to be buying something because we were there. So I said, what are you doing? If it's not grabbing, you don't get it.
Right.
These grabbed me though. The dragon skin strings.
That was cool.
Simply because it says dragon skin.
Yeah,
that's what got lured me to them.
It's cool. Yeah. And I told Ralph, I want some picks that say Sweetwater on them, and we found some, and they're actually by Dunlop. I thought they would be like some generic thing, but they're Dunlop picks.
Dunlop, and then on the other side it says Sweetwater.
Yep. Yeah, very cool. Let's see. AJ Brown says, think Dream Trip. Yeah. Well, Sweetwater was the dream trip for me, and I guess for Ralph too. I don't know, but
yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't have another one in my mind at the moment.
Yeah, I'm still trying to recoup from this one.
Unless they build a Sweetwater in Hawaii, I'm down for that.
Hawaii. Richard Ho, hey guys, glad you're home. Thank you very much, man. Thank you.
Good to be home.
Thank you. Owen, is that Owen Miller? First time newbie. Howdy, y'all. Well, hello.
Hey,
welcome.
Owen.
Nice to see you, man. Thank you for being here. Hope you stick around. Let's see here. We can get to these comments. Art G, welcome back, guys. Those live streams were fun.
We were just
doing
it to entertain ourselves because there was nothing else.
Nothing to do, man. Sitting in the hood at that nasty ass Red Roof Inn, and
we had a good time doing those because we really weren't talking guitar stuff. It seemed to be most about our environment, and it was funny talking about Brandy's dance boutique.
Dance boutique.
I know that's not what it's called.
But it's funny. It's funny though. It was funny, man. I said, "Oh Lord,
exotic dancers or something like that."
Yeah, it was hilarious. Ethan Carter, hello. Let's see. I always look forward to watching the live shows. Thank you, man.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate that. Let's see. Scott from New York says, kudos to you guys from refraining from buying the Plek Charvel at that Gold Jackson. I kind of fought with myself with the Charvel a little bit. But what really got me was the BC Rich.
The black BC Rich.
The Gunslinger BC Rich is what it was called. I was like, that's just a cool ass name in itself. I was like, dang. Which one you got? The Gunslinger. Like, what? That's what it's called. Okay. Frank C. asked a great question. Thank you, Frank. Joe, how was the Plek neck on the God Almighty. How was the Plek neck on the Charvel? It was okay. I mean, it felt great, but I didn't really notice this dramatic difference. Like, Angel started singing and all this. It was smooth. It was smooth, but I was like, okay. The frets were nice and shiny. I saw that, and it was all right, but it didn't, it was not a life-changing experience.
Yeah, you sat down and messed around with it, not plugged into anything, but you can tell a lot just by that. You really can.
Just by feel, yeah. And I said, man, and this is just me, I'm not an expert, but my blue Charvel San Dimas right here, it played just as good or if not better, and just for me. Mm-hmm. And I was like, yeah, I don't. If I had the money, I don't think I would buy this guitar. So I'm glad I did put my hands on it. But when I played the BC Rich, and it was an open box, it's $7.99. I know Phil kind of gave it kind of an review from, I think it was last year, because it wasn't set up at all. And yeah, that would give a sour taste to anybody. I've been there too. But I guess Sweetwater set that one up because, man, it played great. And we were sitting there eating, and look, Ralph could tell. He could look and goes, all right, let's see what he's going to do, because he keeps talking about this BC Rich. and I said, man, I like to go see it. Well, I don't know. And Ralph's like, hey, man, whatever you want to do, I'm behind you. what he said. He didn't try to say don't do it or do it. He just said, "Hey man," he said, "whatever you want to do, I'll support you." And I said, "Well, I appreciate that." And I said, "But you know what? It's best that we just look around and then we leave and just be done." So I did. I felt proud of myself because that was tough to do.
You should be proud.
That was tough.
I thought for sure that BC Rich was coming home.
Oh, yeah, I did. I was like, ooh. I said, nah, we need to go, man. Need to go. Carrie Crouch, she goes, "Hey, Joe and Ralph, great video at Sweetwater. Glad you made it out of the red roof alive. Thank you, sir, very much. Appreciate that." Yeah.
I swear, that was funny. That was very funny.
Oh, my God.
Help us, please, help us. Send money.
Yeah, I will give a public service announcement now. If you're ever in Fort Wayne and you're off Coliseum Boulevard, don't stay there. Don't stay in that area. Don't do yourself a favor and go further down the road and spend more money. Mm-hmm. Clemson alum, hey everyone, this is an awesome channel. Thank you so much, sir.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah, man, that's appreciate
my
it.
channel's Joe's channel, but thank you anyway.
Oh my goodness. Let's see. Scott from New York, did you guys see anything you may have missed on day 2 at Sweetwater? That's interesting because when we did go on the second day, there were a couple of things that we didn't notice the first day. Like Ralph said, was that there yesterday? There was like something to do with a desk or a guitar or something. There were some little things that were different.
Yes.
And I said, no, that wasn't there yesterday. So they really pay attention to detail.
No, this is an example here. I know we talked about it on the live, but there was a Strandberg with a high E string was broke, and I noticed it, and I pulled it. Joe was walking toward me. I pulled it in front of his face and just let it go. I said, look at that. Next day, fixed. It was fixed. So somebody does go around and make sure everything's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah. Pardon me, I had to sneeze, man. Yeah, they do. They pay attention really close there, and I was like, wow, that's impressive. PJ Kobe, hello. Awesome that Paul, your rep, gave you guys a little behind the scenes tour as well.
Paul with the good hair.
Yeah, Ralph calls him Paul with the good hair, yeah. Or great hair, or whatever. I don't know. He was super nice, though.
Super nice.
RD, hello, y'all. Hey, man. How you doing?
Come on, dude.
Let's see. JP says, open jam night at Ralph's house.
Come on.
Oh, man. Yeah. Let's see. Talking about dream gigs or whatever. Frank C says Ralph will play at the Sphere in Vegas. Oh, Lord. Oh, man. Wow. I guess if you
happy to play outside of the Sphere.
Yeah. Yeah, that's I've seen videos about that here and there, and I was like, wow, that's I don't know if they have trouble booking people there, or I don't know. It's just a weird. I don't know. I haven't researched it a lot, but it just seems like a weird place to play because they said the way it's designed and everything, it's really. I don't know. There's a lot to it, and it's really kind of weird from what I saw. No. Dylan, hey man, down the street, SRV Jr. What's up, Dylan? How you doing?
Down the street, Dylan.
Dylan's father, Lenny, sent me a few pictures today, and Dylan got 2 new guitars today.
Wow.
I guess it was today. I don't know, but he got looked like a Gibson Explorer, I think, and he got a Fender Strat, and he got a big old effects unit. Yeah.
Didn't you get a guitar like a couple weeks back too? I mean, good for you, Dylan.
Yeah, that's awesome. A couple of weeks back, I don't know.
For it.
I've been so busy, but I don't know. He's racking up guitars though, man.
Right on, man.
And I was like, whoa. But good for you, man. Congratulations. There's nothing like new guitar day, but double new guitar day. Wow.
And at his age, 30, 40, 50 years from now, those guitars probably be worth something, you know? As long as he holds on to them.
Yeah, keep them in excellent shape, keep them in the cases, and yeah, they'll definitely, yes. User Brian, 5150. Hey guys, welcome home. Yeah, the most I've ever played in front of was 400 people, and that was good enough.
40.
That's a lot of people, man.
That's intimidating, man.
Shoot, not for me. Hell, the more the merrier. Bring them on. Yeah, I feed off that stuff, man. Yeah.
As long as we got songs down tight, then I'll be confident. You know what I mean?
Yes, absolutely.
And we won't dare go out unless we're both confident.
Yeah. I wouldn't dare go out. I haven't played in 6 months. I would never do that. Was the fitness center and medic clinic for anyone or just the employees? I'm going to say it was for the employees only.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was for
I'm guessing, but I'm assuming it's just employees only that have that benefit.
We don't know that for sure. I'm just assuming too.
But still, to have it on premises like that's freaking incredible, man.
Yeah, it seemed like most of the upstairs was for employees. That's where Paul's cubicle was upstairs. A lot of offices were upstairs. A lot of
executive positions upstairs. Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you are there and you see people mingling around, walking around, everybody dresses or is dressed in that executive stature.
So it's button down, slacks, and
Yeah, it's nothing like where's your sneakers and jeans? That ain't
flip flops and
we just came from the beach. It's you got to dress a certain way, which is great because it gives the whole image even a better look, overall look when you're there. Professionalism, what it exhibits. AJ Brown, he says, Ralph, which guitar gets the dragon strings? Pretty sure I know the answer.
I would have said, you're probably thinking the checkered guitar, but I recently had to, while I was learning the Toto song I broke the high E string. So I'd already changed the strings on them just a couple weeks ago. So the guitar that will receive these strings will be the first one that I break a string on.
Oh, wow.
Which could be any. I play throughout any day. I'm play 2 or 3 at a, put this one down, pick up this one. They all get played. They're not just hanging there for nothing. So the one that I break a string on first, that'll get those strings.
Yes. That's cool, man. That's going to be whatever's. So we're not going to know until that happens.
Yeah, I'm not going to just change.
Kind of free for all there. Bill Frank, hello from Detroit Rock City.
What's going on, Bill?
When you look up at the ceiling, the lights that you saw were a single pickup. The next aisle had a rectangular square, which was a humbucker pickup.
I didn't catch that. Did you?
I didn't. I thought it was. That. I looked at the. But yeah, it makes sense now because I didn't. People just said, "Look up at the lights," and I was like, "What am I looking at?" So I kept looking at the fixture itself. I was like, I was looking too hard, and I was looking at the fixtures, and I was like, they're just round fixtures. Yeah. But now, yeah. So I saw the 6 strings, and I thought, are those inlays? But yeah, that makes sense with the pickup poles or whatever.
Did you see in the drum room, there was a huge circle with a smaller circle inside. I don't know if that represents a bass drum or what. I'm assuming.
Yeah, I don't know, but that's cool, Mr. Frank. Thanks, man. Yeah, that's it was cool either way. It looked fantastic in there. Ted Fair, good evening, Joe and Ralph and company. Brother Ted, what is going on? He just got back from a Randy Hansen meet and greet, I think, which if you don't know who Randy Hansen is, first you need to do some research. Number 2, he is the best Hendrix, I don't know, what do you call it?
Tribute.
Tribute, thank you so much. He's the best tribute artist for Hendrix I've ever seen in my life. I've seen it online. I've never seen him in person, but yeah. Let's see. Old Frets, what is going on? He says brandies and a $3.50 Sprite. Oh Lord.
Probably an $8 Sprite.
Oh my God, man. When we landed in Detroit for that little, we got lucky because at first I was looking at my app and it said the layover time was going to be an hour and a half. So when we finally got to our gate, I was like, well, we need to get something to eat. We haven't ate for like 24 hours, and we got closer to the gate and I looked up at the monitor and I said, oh, damn, they're going to start boarding in like 30 minutes. So
I thought we had like an hour and a half.
We did, but they moved it up. I guess, I don't know what happened, but they moved it. So I said, okay. So we walked back the other way just a little bit and went to some, I don't know what the restaurant was called, man, but I went in there and I said, I get a cold cut sandwich, just something. I was hungry, man.
Coney Island something.
Coney Island dogs or something. Yeah, it was something. And, but man, you know how much they wanted for a hot dog? What was it, Ralph? $16 or $13, something like that?
$14.99 or something like that.
For a freaking hot dog,
Wasn't
a regular hot
long.
dog.
Wasn't that foot long? Yeah, just a regular hot
Regular
dog.
old hot dog. And I said, I'm not paying that for a hot dog. And so I looked over here and they had like one of those coolers that have cold cut sandwiches prepackaged and stuff like that. I grabbed one and I thought it was a whole sandwich. It was half. And I was like, what? And I was like, why is this half a sandwich? And I looked at the price and it was like $8.99. And I was like, for half a white bread sandwich? And so I grabbed another one so I could make it a whole sandwich, and grabbed a small bag of Doritos and a regular bottled Sprite, $21.76.
I couldn't do it. I could not do it. So I just got a bag of Doritos and a drink. I
Here's
could
what's-
not pay that for a sandwich.
Here's what's funny. I told Ralph when we walked out, here's what's funny. So the guy that's ringing me up, he goes, I said, how you doing, sir? He goes, how you doing, young man? And I said, I'm doing all right. And he was ringing up my $21.76 worth of cold cuts. And he told me it'd be $21.76. So I'm taking my card and I'm tapping to pay, right? And it's not doing nothing. He goes, let me clear out this screen for a tip. I don't guess you're going to leave a tip. And I was like, wow, this guy's got some balls, you know? And
Right.
I went, tapped it, and it went, do-do-do. And he goes, he puts it in the bag, and he goes, well, I guess that's just the way it goes sometimes. That's what he said. Like, trying to guilt me into give him a tip. I said, dude, I just spent almost $22 on a cold cut
And
sandwich.
we had to go get it ourselves. It's not like
It's not like he had to fix something. And I was like, wow. And so we went back to that gate, and I wolfed that down because we didn't have much time. And then they started boarding, and we sat on the tarmac or the runway for 30, 40 minutes before we took off because there were so much air traffic and wind. And I kept thinking, the longer we sit here, the closer that storm's moving in.
Then I saw snowflakes. I was like, oh, crap.
I know. I was like, God, can we please? And finally he went, I said, here we go. And he went, took off, and we got above it, man. We got above it. Let's see. Double Dot, what's up, man? How you doing? Hey, y'all, how about Norm's Rare Guitars or Carter's Vintage Guitars? Double Dot, look, man, look. See there? That's the pick tray your son made. I'm having to hold my hand because I got picks all in it.
Mm-hmm.
See there? And I did try the pick that you talked about, man. I got it right here. And it's an awesome pick, man. Sculpted Plectra. It's Prime Tone by Dunlop here, and it's 0.75, I believe. Right there it is. And it's a great pick. So thank you, Double Dot, man. I appreciate that. It's I meant to show you that the past few streams, but I didn't see you in the chat. So I was like, I don't guess he's here. But thank you so much. Awesome.
I'm using mine. Mine's over there full of picks, too.
Yeah, that's what I use mine for. It's all, and what I have in there are new picks. They're not like, well, those are used. You know, I only use a pick for a while, and I have to throw it out, so I get a new one. Let's see. We got Jamal. What is going on, Jamal? How you doing, man? Good evening to everyone, especially Joe and Ralph. Thank you, man.
Hey, Jamal.
Me and the wife are enjoying our last night at the lovely beach in Rotan.
Wow.
Man, wow. Be careful.
I love the beach.
Yes, the beach is awesome. Thank you so much for chiming in, Jamal. It's good to see you, brother. Good to see you, man. Let's see. Allen's Guitars, you can still buy it online. What's that? The BC Rich? Is that? I'm assuming that's maybe what. Believe me, that went through my head when I woke up. And Ralph's like, "Oh, that's new." Okay,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I did. It went through my head, but you know what I did? Didn't do that. I turned right around and paid off my Guitar Center card and my Sweetwater card. I paid that off.
Look at you being an adult.
I paid it off. That's right, baby. Yeah, I said.
Yeah, but that's the problem. Now they're paid off. That's a problem.
No, well, yeah, it can be. It's a tempting problem, but it's zero balance. So
Good, man.
all I had on the Sweetwater was like $89. That was where those powered PA speakers came from in the stands, and I just kept throwing money at it every week to knock it down, and I got that gone.
My music appreciates it.
Yeah. Yes. Well, it looks good over there.
It does.
You got everything set up nice. Over here it'd be all and just you can't do nothing over here, man. It's just
over it and stuff.
It's just no room. Like, I think that'll work. Oh God, it's falling.
And that'll hit something else. That'll hit something else.
And then Ralph will go, I told you not to do that.
That's your little Debbie pose, man.
I know. Oh my goodness. Mr. Frank, bless you, Joe. Bless you too, sir. Yes.
Bless him.
Let's see, sir. Mr. Scott from New York, he says, I bet if you didn't have an electrician coming out this week, that gunslinger would have made it home with you. I think you are correct.
I know you're correct.
I think you're right, my friend. Alan Guitar says Metallica is doing a show at the Sphere. Nice, man.
Big bands play at the Sphere.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There was just a video I saw a while back that said it was it could be a complicated thing if you didn't know what you were doing for bands to play there. But I was like, well, I don't know. I would never know. But
he wants to be Dylan.
Brother Ted, I'll be taking a temporary break from purchasing gear. No, Ted, not you. No. Every week he sends me pictures. And like, look at this. I was like, oh my God. I was like, Dad's got his own Guitar Center in his house. I mean, good Lord. No, Brother Ted says I'll be taking a temporary break from purchasing gear. I just dropped 2,100. No, am I reading that right?
21,500.
21,500 for a new heating AC unit. Oh, at the office. Yes, just in time for the 90-degree weather. Oh my God, I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, you gotta keep it cool.
Damn,
keep it cool, man.
Yeah, Ted has his own business, so man, oh my goodness.
Yeah, you will be taking a break for a little bit, I guess.
Yeah, that's ooh. Well, brother, I'm sorry to hear that. Brian Powers, hello from the firehouse tonight. Mr. Powers is on duty, man.
Hey, Brian.
Thank you, sir.
Firehouse.
Yes. We're just moving right along. Thank y'all so much for participating. Again, this is the Joe and Ralph J&R Talking Guitars and More. We're live right now and on the Eastern time zone. We started at 8:30, and we hope to keep trying to build this channel. So please continue to return and feel free to comment. Scott from New York, that section of guitar pedals was sick, wasn't it, though?
It went on and on. Joe was looking at the first rack and like, this it? And there was one on the other side, then another rack that went all the way down the hallway, and on the other side of that had more pedals. It was incredible.
Insane. I was trying to film. I wasn't trying to stay too long on something, but I was trying to be able to get stuff in the frame and try to get it at least for a couple of seconds on close to the lens, and man, it was just impossible. It was impossible. I mean, I had the battery I had in the GoPro was charged up, and I had an extra in my pocket, and altogether that gave me about an hour's worth of recording time, and the batteries went kapoop. And I said, Ralph, that's an hour, man. That's long enough, right? He goes, yeah, that's long enough. And so it was fun, man. It was great. I do not regret a second of it.
I'm glad we went back the second day.
I'm glad we did too. That was Ralph's idea, by the way. That was a great idea. Dylan SRV Jr. from down the street says the Explorer is an Epiphone inspired by Gibson. Hey, that's cool. Custom Shop 2023. And we got a long way to catch up to you. Oh God, not really, man. I don't
got a
have,
good start, man.
Yeah, I don't have as many as I used to, Dylan. But just be careful, man, because it's nice to buy them, and then after a while you run out of room. And that's what happened to me. I was like, I don't have nowhere to put nothing. But still fun though, and I'm glad you got those guitars, man. Scott from South Carolina, I thought DeWeasel was one of the best Hendrix players. He was on the Hendrix tribute that I saw. Yeah, he was on the Hendrix tribute. Yeah, he's amazing as well. But far as playing the Strat and the clothes and the look, for me, it's Randy Hansen all day long. That's just a full tribute to what he's doing, in my opinion. Edwin Crane, he says, if musicians were superheroes, Sweetwater would be my bat cave. Yeah.
We are superheroes.
Yeah. It was amazing. Yeah. Boroland, he says, glad to see you boys ain't itching bad. Yeah, we stepped
We didn't want to disturb. If there were things in that bed, we did not want to disturb them.
No, I did not pull those covers back. I laid on top, and one night it got cold, and I had to reach over, and I woke up in the middle of the night. I was like, good Lord, and I turned the heat on, and it was fine after that. Yeah, and that, thank God the heater worked. Thank God it did work, and it was comfortable from then on. But let's see, Ted Fair, he says that I was privileged to hear Randy Hansen perform a brand new original unreleased song with a nod to EVH called A Song for Eddie. It's a rockin' song and a departure from Hendrix-inspired music. Well, that's awesome. Man. Let's see. Owen Miller, Guilt Trip. Oh, we're talking about when the guy said I didn't give him a tip or something. I'm guessing that's what you were. I know I'm kind of behind here. I'm trying to catch up. But yeah, he was trying to guilt me into, you're not going to leave a tip. I guess I need to clear this screen out. I'm like, no, dude, I'm not leaving a tip. Come on, man. Oh, guilt tip. I'm sorry. I thought it said guilt trip.
That's even better.
Guilt tip. Yeah, I'm sorry, Owen.
Guilt tip.
Guilt tip. That's good. Yeah, that's exactly what he was doing. I was like, no, I don't think so. I tell you who I did tip every time was our Uber drivers. Every time. We'll get into that in a minute, but that was the first time we've ever Ubered anywhere, and boy, what a convenience, man. If you're not going far. If you're going like 2 hours away, well, you want to spend some money. Ralph, his brother knows. He does it all the time.
All the time.
Let's see. Mr. Jamal says, airport rent is crazy expensive, so of course they pass it on to the passengers.
Right.
There we go. Let's see. Dewey, hey, man. He says, when people try to pressure me into a tip, I don't buy from them. I move on. There you go. There you go. Herb of the Fireside Studio. Happy Saturday, he says. Happy Saturday, sir.
Hey, Herb.
Nice to see you, my friend. Let's see. Mr. Bill Frank, unfortunately, everything is triple the cost in the airport. Yeah, it was high. It was high, man. Let's see. Carrie Crouch, the Red Roof live streams will go down in the history books. It's thoroughly enjoyable. Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
I'm glad somebody was watching. Really.
Yeah, that was a rare occurrence. So if y'all was able to catch that, it was you saw something rare in the moment there.
Which one was the best? We did 3. If you count the views, that seemed like the second one.
Second one was the best as far as the view count, but you know that doesn't necessarily mean it was the best.
No,
yeah,
no, that's true.
Bill Frank, I'll be the devil on your shoulder. Go buy that BC Rich later tonight. No, no, I can't. I don't think I can. But anyway, oh no, I think. Wait,
stuff around. Let me see.
Let me get my phone. Hang on. No. Let's see. Dylan SRV Jr. down the street. He says, the Explorer is a Epiphone. Yes. Yeah, you typed that twice. Okay. Yep, I read that earlier. Let's see. Owen Miller, Guitar Center cards don't stay paid off for too long. They don't, but
No.
mine did. Actually, stayed paid off for like a year. Maybe a little bit longer, but and the reason I don't, there's a reason for that. I'm thankful I have a Guitar Center. They call it a gear card, which is just their credit card, in-store credit card. I like it, but the reason I don't use it a lot is because when I'm doing something online with Guitar Center used online, they'll say you can do 6 months, same as cash, which is great. But hell, Sweetwater gives you 2 years. So that's an easy decision for me. I'm going with Sweetwater. 2 years, same as cash, and that's a slam dunk. So I only go Guitar Center if I just, like with the Iconic I got unboxed the head today, the 5150 EVH Iconic amp head in ivory, and yes, who was it that said they got one of those, and they had the tubes bubble wrapped. And that's the way it was with me. I got it out of the box, and I took the back grill off, and there was a piece of painter's tape on there that said tubes are bubble wrapped inside. And I said, oh, thank God. And so I hooked everything up, plugged the tubes up, turned everything on, and everything was glowing orange. And I think I hooked it up to the Harley Benton 212 because these other cabinets got heads connected, and I didn't feel like messing with all that. So I put it on top of the 212 and got everything going, got a few pedals in the effects loop. And man, that thing is kicking butt. I'm telling you, I love that head. I told Ralph, I said, it'll be over there next Friday. And Ralph's like, thank God, I can play it. As soon as I leave, Ralph goes, okay, see you later.
That's not a
Or
joke.
going down the street. What's that noise? You know?
Yeah, you won't even be out of the driveway. Blow your back windshield out.
Oh, yeah. It's a great amp. Yeah. Mike E., hello. He goes, what's up, guys? Glad you made it home safe. Thank you so much, sir. Appreciate that. Mr. Curtis. Hey, y'all. I've been busy changing strings on my Les Paul, but I just broke a new string in the process.
Done that.
Crap happens. That's happened to me, man.
Yep.
That has happened to me. New string and it'd break. Yeah. I'm sorry, man. That's very annoying. Hopefully you have some more. You can just that's when I like having the set my son got me a few years ago at Christmas. They're all single strings in a box with the gauge that I like. And if something like that happens, I just go to that box and pull the whatever string I need out and just go ahead and put it on there.
Yeah, after I put strings on, I'll pull on them, just try and stretch them a little bit. And that's where the danger comes in. Don't go crazy.
Yeah, don't crazy. Don't pull it too
crazy.
hard. Yeah.
Pull too hard. Ping. Oh, son of a.
Yeah, don't yank it too hard. Just just a little bit. Jeez. Dylan, down the street, Dylan says we're already running out of room. That's why we cleared all the trees off the property. We're building a big house to be able to keep getting more guitar as well. All right.
You're building a guitar store is what you're doing.
That's
But you're
good,
gonna live
man.
in. I live in a guitar store.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I saw the trees cut down there. Yeah, doing some major tree removal down there. Let's see, Mr. Kerry Crouch. He's talking about the lives that we did at the Red Roof Hell Motel.
It was, man.
I loved all three of them. I had a heck of a work week, and I sure needed them. Thanks. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you for taking the time to share those kind words.
Yeah, I'm glad somebody found us being stupid entertaining.
Yeah, it made it fun for us too.
Yeah, it did.
Scott from South Carolina. I have the Guitar Center, Musician's Friend, and Sweetwater cards with no balance.
Wow, that's impressive.
That's good, man. Yeah, mine are 0 balance right now, and they've been like that for a while until I used them, a few months ago. But they're back to 0 now. Yes, Jeff K. Hello. He goes, gear cards are dangerous. Yes, they can be. Because you look at it says available balance, and you have this big number. I'm like, oh my God, I could just go crazy. And I say, Ralph, come on, let's go. What guitar do you want? I want that. Well, I want this. And we get all this stuff, and it's like, your balance is now 21,500. I'm like, oh. I'm like, nope. We like, run, get him. He's gonna pay us back. No, but let's see. So yeah, I had to exercise a lot of discipline. When I was in my 20s, I didn't exercise that discipline. I was like, charge him up. Getting all kind of burn that thing up. And I was, I ain't paying that. Yeah, that screwed me for a long time. I screwed myself. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Scott from South Carolina, I have the EVH 212 side-by-side cabinet in ivory. Yeah, man. There we go.
I like the ivory.
Yeah, that's what this one is. To me, it just pops really well. Mm-hmm. Really does. Let's see. Oh, man, we got Scott from New York says, Slim Fire, I say that because brand new strings shouldn't break. Yeah. Oh, it happens. Absolutely, it happens.
It does.
The high E string is scary to tune. It can be. Yeah. You
start flinching a little bit.
Yeah, you're like ding, 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 ding. You're like, oh, no.
Like somebody pointing a rubber band at you.
Yeah. Oh God, I hated that. Yeah. Well, let's get into a couple of Uber stories, shall we, from the trip? I think that was Uber drivers, that is. I think that was pretty cool.
Yeah, we haven't discussed the Uber, have we?
We have not. We saved that because I didn't want to, I said, we got to save some stuff for the show, man. And because everything that we did, there was always something that would happen. And I was like, Ralph said, well, this is going to make some good topics for the show. And I was like, yep, sure is, because there's always something. And if y'all saw the live streams from the Red Roof Inn Hell Motel, you know that about the, I'll just say lady. She wasn't really a nice lady. Across the street at that convenience store that was just rude right off the bat. We just got there and walked across the street, and the first thing, her attitude was just so horrible.
I think because we interrupted them. There were 4 women behind the counter, and they were chatting and doing whatever, and we disturbed their conversation. I can't. You ever been into one of those and somebody's on the phone? Put your freaking phone down.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And it's like, aren't you here at work? Or if you're on break, go in the back or go outside. But yeah. So that was the first crazy negative thing, was that horrible service over there at that Gulf convenience store across from the Red Roof Inn Hell Motel. And then, but all the Uber trips were great. We didn't travel really far, but everybody was super nice. But the first Uber driver that brought us from the airport to the Red Roof Hell Motel, I can't remember his name, but I said, Daniel. Yeah. I said, Daniel, man, I said, you got any cool stories, man? You got to have something pretty wild that's out there doing this job. And he said, I think his story was, I think the one he said he decided to share was, he said, sometimes I'll pick up college girls and they want to go to a bar or whatever. And he said, they'll try to ask me to come in, and this is what he said. They were going to buy him shots, I guess, to try to get out of paying for the ride, I guess. I don't know. But he said, I can't go do that. I'm at work. And he said, plus I'm married. I wouldn't do that no way. So I thought that was kind of wild. I was like, man, they're going to really buy him shots to get out of paying for the ride?
Well, it would be cheaper to pay for the ride than buying shots. But,
exactly. I don't know. But so he said a couple of stories like that. And he was the one that told us about the area we were going to, because, of course, we're not from there. And I said, man, is this area good, bad, mediocre? He goes,
y'all messed up. Yeah,
it's not too good. He said, all I can say is you got a strip club beside you and a nasty truck stop across the street. And
every Uber driver said the same thing.
Yeah, every Uber driver said, y'all are not in the best location at all. So I said, okay. Yeah.
Just reinforced our help us.
Let's see. The other drivers were really cool, but nothing really exciting that I remember. But,
no.
But the last trip we had,
Tony,
the Red Roof Hell Motel, we went heading to the airport, and this guy named Tony picked us up. Kind of a heavyset guy, not too bad, but a super cool dude, man. And he told us 2 stories on the way to the airport, and one of them was pretty scary. I think it just happened like the night or 2 before, right? Mm-hmm. When we rode, and he said it was he picked up these 2 younger ladies, and I don't know how this happened, because I'm new to Uber, but every time you book a trip, you pay for it right there on your phone, so the trip's paid for. So if you decide not to show up or whatever, well, they're still getting their money because they're coming out to get you. So anyway, he went to pick up these 2 younger ladies, and somehow they haven't paid for their ride yet, or something was going on. And they got in the back, and he said, look, where are we going? And they said, we're going to so-and-so. And he said, well, I need the money. This isn't to charity. And one of the girls pulled out a pistol from her purse and pointed at him, said, you're going to go here. But her hand was shaking like this. She was nervous. And let's just say some profanity was exchanged between both parties. Tony got out of his car and was yelling at the 2 ladies, and then there was people over there, and he said, hey, this person has a GUN in her hand. I'm not supposed to say that word, in her hand. And, some people came over there, some people ran off, and they called the law. And so he looked at that girl and said, what you going to do now? saying some choice words other than that. What you going to do now? Now the cops are coming. So they both got out and ran. And that was just like a day or two before he picked us up. And I was like, oh my God. So
it was more exciting when Tony told it, because, you know, with his voice inflections and his accent, it was just really a good story, you know. Coming from him.
Yeah, it was, because it was like he was reliving that moment. And of course, who wouldn't, having a gun pointing in your, or a weapon pointing in your face, you know? And it's like, man, but the second story that he told was pretty wild. He said he collected a fare, whatever you want to call it, a ride, and it was like, what, $258. He said, yeah, I think I'll take that. Sounds pretty good money. So he took it, and he said he had to go to the state penitentiary to pick up his ride, his client.
A man that was just released from prison.
Yeah, and I said, what? And he said, yeah. He said, I got to the gate, and there was 2 guards with the now ex-convict or whatever, and they walked him out and put him in the back of the car, and they gave Tony, the Uber driver, the money. And they said, we suggest you go straight to where you're going and don't stop. Mm-hmm. I was like, ooh, that's exactly what you want.
A halfway house or something like that.
Yes, and so they took off, and then he had to, first of all, to get to the state penitentiary was like an 1.5-hour drive. Remember that? Mm-hmm. And then when he picked the gentleman up, he had like another 4 or 5 hours to go to where he had to drop him off. And I was like, oh my God. And,
I didn't really understand why he said don't stop. What would happen? The guy would get out and leave? Okay, bye.
I mean, I guess he had to follow a strict regimen because he was just released, and maybe a parole thing or something. I don't know. But anyway, they're driving, and the ex-prisoner or whatever, I don't know what you say, the person that was just released was telling Tony his story. It was sad, man. He got in there because of, you know, he I can't really say it on here. YouTube don't like those words, but he did something that made somebody unalive. All right. And it happened in 1985. So he spent all that time in prison, which that's just how it goes. And he was getting out, and he was actually sobbing in the back of the car because he said, I have no family. My kids abandoned me. All my friends are back there where I just came from.
Wasn't he like 74 years old?
He was 74 years old. And he said, I don't know what to do. How am I going to get a job? He said, nobody's going to hire me. And Tony felt bad for him, so he let him sit up front in the passenger's seat. Mm-hmm. And that guy said, hey, he didn't even know what Tony had. It was a smartphone. The man never seen a phone.
Yeah.
I remember he said, what is that on your hanging on your dash? And so he said, do what? He said, that's a phone. He goes, that's a phone? So it was pretty wild that he never seen one of those because he's been locked up. And so Tony let him sit up front, and the guy asked if he could drive. Tony said, no, you're not driving my car. So the man said he was going to drop him off at that halfway house, and I thought about Shawshank Redemption is what I was thinking about, that movie, when Red got out of there and you know, to go there and whatever, all that stuff happened. And that man said, I don't know, I think I'm going to do something to get thrown back in there. He said, I can't survive out here. I was like, whew.
That was his home. He got kicked out of his home.
Yeah, it was crazy because, you know, you see movies about that stuff, but when it's real life, it's totally different. Totally different. So that was a pretty wild story. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Man, crazy. Let me see. Go back up here. Richard Hull said, Phil McKnight did a video on that gunslinger, and he said it was a disaster. Yeah, we watched that video, and we were at the Red Roof Hell Motel. We watched it, and yeah, he had to do a lot of work to make it right. That's because wherever it came from, they didn't set it up at all. And if a guitar is set up, it makes all the difference in the world. If there's a good setup, it can make a poor guitar play fantastic. And it makes a big difference. Cameron Hart, hey guys, hope all is well. I really enjoyed the videos from the trip. Thank you so much, man.
Thanks, Cameron.
Let's see. Scott from New York says, I see the latest thing that Fender is suing all these other guitar companies for copying their Strats. copying their strats or I don't know. I haven't heard nothing about that. I need to look into that. I don't know. I know there's a fine line with that stuff where you can do enough to alter it where they can't sue you, but
just enough tweaks. Just enough. Yeah.
Just enough. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know the full story. I have to look into it, but that's interesting, Scott. Thank you for bringing that to our attention. Mr. Josh Thomas, hello, Joe and Ralph, and to everyone in the chat. Hey, Mr. Thomas, how you doing? Let's see, Mr. Kevin Newman. What's up, guys? I've seen you more this week than my wife. What? What's going on there?
Online a lot. We have been live a lot.
Yeah, we have. We've been.
It's for our own sanity too.
Yeah, we've been input overload with the content, which take advantage of it while you got it. You know. Let's see. Scott from New York. He says that you guys were definitely in a crappy area.
Everybody told us so.
Well, see, the thing is, Scott, when I booked the trip, you know, you're booking it online. I didn't know what the area was like where we were going. I had no idea. I was looking at reviews for the Red Roof Hell Motel, and it was 4 out of 5 stars. I was like, well, it shouldn't be that. That's what it was when I booked it. And I was like, well, it shouldn't be that bad. Well, now I know. They probably made their own reviews and all that and doctored them up. And so I fell for that. If I would have known or had somebody in the area say, man, don't stay there. Oh my God, I wouldn't have stayed there. But yeah, it was a crappy area, but you know, we toughed it out and we got out of there.
We did.
It made for some good stories.
Good time instead of, you know, being upset, and
it made for some good stories, and we was able to move on and do what we had to do. Mike E comments. He says, I know you had no idea, but did your wives believe booking your hotel next to a club was an accident? It was an accident. It totally random. Yeah, they believe that because, dude, come on, man.
I'm not going in there. I got to think about unsanitary and smells, and that place is full of unsanitary and smells. I would never step foot in there ever.
Me neither. And you got to remember, Mike, when I'm at work and I'm delivering my freight to its drop-off point, there's a club right across the street. I mean, directly, the driveways are almost across from each other. So, and when I'm dropping trailers, that's all you hear is that. Oops, oops, oops. You hear that from the club. So, I don't, you know, that's just not my thing. I'm not going to throw my money away on that.
No.
You know, it's just, I'm just not going to do it. So,
not going to do it.
And I just can't see, just for the fact of a middle-aged 50-year-old man going to a place like that. That's sad. I'm like, man, you ain't got your stuff together by now. What are you going in a place like that for?
You're just a dirty old man.
Not me. Some of them other ones. I was like, there ain't no way I'd waste my money on that. That's pathetic, man. That's just what I think. But Ted Fair, brother Ted says, let's just say I occasionally get some crazy encounters at work. Best thing I ever did was get my concealed carry permit, and is always faster than a 911 call. Yeah, if you have to protect yourself, yeah. Well, hopefully, I hope insurance took care of that, man, or something. Man, I hope. Man, Scott from South Carolina, I think Charvels are head above the BC Rich models unless it's a USA model. Yeah, I love Charvels. And that BC Rich, look, man, all I can tell you is it felt good in my hands and it played great. I played to that Mark Tremonti MT-15 head. It was awesome. That's like the third time I played to that head. And it was set up really well. And like I just said, if a guitar's set up really good, it's going to easy to play, easy to perform.
That Charvel he was looking at was white. The BC Rich was black, and I was giving him a hard time. I said, "You got a decision to make between good and evil." Apparently, evil prevailed because he liked the black one.
Welcome to the dark side. Yeah, it was. But it just felt good in my hands. Now, yes, Charvels. I love Charvels, and they and that one that I played was $1,000. It was used. It was plecked. Had a USA Floyd on it. Had some look like upgraded pickups, and it felt great. But I don't know, man. I just couldn't connect with it. Y'all know what I mean. I don't have to explain that. It's just when you grab it and you're like, okay, and it's just like, within a minute or less if it's going to work.
Mm-hmm.
And it felt okay, but to me, this one felt better. So I immediately I was like, okay, I put it back on the hook. And Ralph said, what do you think? I said, nah. He said, wow, really? I said, no, just don't. But when I played the BC Rich, it was different.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not, believe me, I'm not dogging Charvel. I love Charvels, man. Charvels are awesome. Awesome. Bless you, pal. Let's see. Bless you again.
One more time.
3 times a charm. We're waiting. Let's see.
Real sneezer.
That's our legal consultant, legal advisory team. Let's see. Bill Frank, they won a case in Germany from the 1970s for the Strat style bodies. Really? Okay.
They must have been really close to what they were doing, I guess.
Must have been. Yeah, because don't really know.
Shame on Germany for that. Shame. I'm glad I'm German.
Scott from New York. When you're delivering, Joe, what music is being played in your truck while you're on the road? I don't listen to a lot of music, man. I listen to some podcasts. Once in a while, I will listen to music. It's very rare. Usually podcasts, man. Usually what I'll listen to, really. I used to listen to audiobooks, and I kind of got burnt out on that. And I'll go back and forth with music. If I'm feeling really tired, I'll put some music on to kind of pump me up. And I'm like, I remember this song, and I ain't heard it in forever. And I'll be like, yeah. Like a little kid. Yeah. I don't know why I said that. But anyway, you'll do whatever you can to stay awake and try to fight that fatigue, man, And
I can't fight this feeling anymore.
That's right, man. Let's see. Ted Fair says that those BC Rich guitars definitely look sharp. I see they use really good components for the price. The one I played felt really good. Believe me, I was just as shocked as y'all because I thought, I wonder how this is going to do.
Yeah, I trust Joe's opinion. If he said it was good, it's a good guitar.
It was good, man. I promise you, I would not blow smoke up your rear. I was like, wow. Now, does that mean every one of those guitars are going to be great? Oh, no.
Mm-hmm.
It's like what Phil got. It was horrible, and I was like, uh-oh. I said, dang. And I've been there. Scott from New York. Some days at work I listen to classic rock. Some days I listen to hair bands. Some DJ and listen to country. It all depends on the mood I'm in. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Absolutely, man. Let's see. GRB Aquatics. Good day, Joe and Ralph and everyone. Hope you're doing well. Hello. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Mr. Josh Thomas, new guitar day recently. Really? What'd you get?
All right.
What did you get, sir?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's awesome. Congratulations.
Let us know what it is.
Yeah, please. I think Fender will lose their lawsuit since so much time has gone by without them enforcing their design, Scott from South Carolina says.
That makes sense.
Yeah, who was it that tried that a couple of years ago and they lost? Was it Gibson? I think it was Gibson, I think. Could be wrong. One of those big companies tried it and it just didn't they didn't win. Let's see. Oops. Jumped on me. GRB Aquatics says that I'm finding I usually know how if a guitar is the one for me. Shoot, I don't know. It just jumped.
Because of the tears welling up in my eyes.
Okay, thank you. Yes, that's
an emotional attachment. I hear you, buddy.
Yes.
I hear you.
Edwin Crane, he says, you should do a parody of Weird Al original song Nature Trail to Hell and call it Red Hotel from Hell. Yeah. That's good because you're not saying the full name. You're kind of just saying that part, so it eliminates any legalities. Yeah.
So, yeah, you need to write a song about the red roof.
The Red Hotel from Hell. Oh boy, Edwin, you might have planted a seed, man. I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know.
Seed has been planted.
We'll see. Oh man, let's see. Mr. Mike E comments. He says, "What did you buy, Joe? I got here late and I think I missed it. I just got a T-shirt, man, and some pics, and food. That was it, man. And some, a couple of Gatorades, and as far as instruments, I didn't get anything. No equipment, no nothing, because I got some work to be done from an electrician coming up next week, so I got money put up for that. So that has to be taken care of.
I was going to get a hat, but they're like the trucker type hats. You know what I mean?
They're big and bulky, man.
I didn't care for those.
I don't like those hats. They're all
very particular.
You put them on. They look cool, but if I put them on my head,
it doesn't work on my head.
It doesn't work. I look, I'm like, well,
there's just too much hat. There's too much hat.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. It's just too much. Hey, you, huh? You hit the person beside you. Oh, sorry. There's too much hat here.
You got a big head. It's my hat. It's not my head. Hat.
Give me a break. Yeah.
Mommy, look at the guy with the big head.
Daddy. Oh.
Hat.
Mr. Josh Thomas, 1966 Epiphone Coronet reissue. It's an Epiphone exclusive. Congratulations.
Right on.
Congratulations. Yes, that's awesome. New Guitar Day is always amazing. Bill Frank. Next album name is Hotel Hell, and the stories behind it. The great G.O.B. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Grumpy Old Bastards podcast. Yes. Let's see.
We were venting an awful lot, but it was funny. It was funny.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Kevin Newman says Joe and Ralph couldn't make it in Memphis. Cockroaches, rats, and gunshots. No.
Yeah, I'm out.
That's it for me. Thank you for the heads up. I appreciate it. We stay away from that area. Yeah. Yeah,
cockroaches and rats might have been a step up, though.
It might have been. Let's see. Yeah, man. Trying to see here. Let me go down here. I'm trying to stay caught up. Ted Fair, he said, did I misunderstand you, Joe? Did you get an EVH 5150 iconic head? Yes, and a cabinet.
Cabinet's over here.
Yeah, when Ralph and I went to the what was it, the Carolina Guitar Show?
Yes.
The other weekend, it was delivered, and Ralph brought his SUV over, and we loaded it in the back, and he was gracious enough to take it over there to his studio, because you can't do it in here. And the head came the day we left for the airport. So that was last Tuesday, or this past Tuesday. And so yeah, I have that 5150 iconic stack in ivory, I may add. And I've been wanting that for a long time. And I got it used from GC. And the head came from one Guitar Center and the cabinet from another. So
the cabinet's great. There's one little nick on it that I've noticed on the front.
Yeah,
nothing major.
Didn't bother me at all. I was like, I don't care. It's going to be used, so it's going to be played, I should say. It's already used. It's going to be played. So yeah, it doesn't bother me. Carrie Crouch says that a trucker hat always ages me by 20 years at my age. I don't need that. Yeah, the trucker hats. They're made for some, but not for all. Yeah.
One size fits nobody.
Yeah. Yeah. Did y'all notice that Nick, is it Boycott? I kept saying Bowcott. I think it's Bowcott, B-O-W. And Balcott, I think is his name, how you pronounce it. Yeah, when I saw him walking up the hall there, because he does a lot of stuff for Guitar Player Magazine and for Sweetwater, I recognized him right off, and I just went blank on his name. That's why I said, hey, man.
Hey, you guy. I'm like, dude.
like Jim Carrey did. Hey, man. I was like, oh. And he was kind enough to stop for a second and speak with us. But yeah, I said, oh man, there's Mr. Nick Balcott. I was like, wow, that was cool. I said, I'm not going to tell nothing about that. I'm going to see who picked up on that. And I think maybe 2 people caught that. Everybody, Ralph was like, I didn't know who he was. I said, he's done a lot on YouTube. He's done a lot of stuff. And he had his own artist model there at Sweetwater. Kramer with a Britain's flag on it. I forget what you call it. There's a name for their flag.
Union
Jack. Union Jack. Thank you. It was on there. It looked good. It looked absolutely amazing to me.
Yeah.
It looked good. I was like, man, he's got his own signature model, man.
Looking good.
But yes, he is a lefty, Scott. Yes. Slimfire, this is an awesome live stream. Oh, thank you so much.
Is it?
Thank you.
I'm never sure.
Yeah, we don't know.
Thanks for letting me know.
That's up to y'all, but thank you. And if you're having fun, please hit that thumbs up, please.
One of these days, somebody's going to say,
that is the one thing that can help this channel is the engagement with thumbs ups. And if you want to leave a comment, that's even better. But if you could please hit that thumbs up, please.
It's simple. Takes a second.
It's free. Absolutely free, man.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. Let's see, Mikey, that's what it was. Okay, I thought I heard you say you got something. Oh, yeah, now the amp, yeah, but not from, I mean, it was from GCU's, but yeah, I just got the amp and cabinet, but it came here. But far as, and I paid to have it delivered here. We talked about that in one of the other, I think it was last weekend stream from before we left, and it was $150 shipping. And I've had people say, you're out of your mind. I would have never paid that. Well, if you had a schedule like me, yes, you would have. You would have paid it because I'd have to rustle that thing 3 different times before I got it settled. Then another time when Ralph came over to get it loaded. So I just wanted to handle it twice. So I paid the money and let them bring it to my house. That way I didn't have to go to GC and fool with it. Y'all got my stuff? No, it says it's in Texas. Oh, you have to deal with something stupid.
That box was crazy, the size of that box it comes.
It was huge, yeah. Yeah, it was big. It was big. Mikey, congrats. Well, thank you, man. Thank you very much for that. Yes. Let's see. Let's go on to the chat is moving here. Thank you. Burrow Land, he says, I grew up in Memphis. I was shot at nearly point blank range, 3 shots, but missed every shot. By the time my 15 years as an Army Scout was over, I was used to it.
Good Lord.
Man, I don't know if I could get used to hearing somebody.
Was a bad shot.
Might have been a stormtrooper. Man. Trucker hats made me look like Elmer Fudd, Mr. Yes. They are oversized, aren't they? Yes.
Knocking people over with that bill.
Yeah. I always hated that character. God, it drove me nuts. See him on the screen. I was like, oh my God. Okay, here we go. Scott from New York. Nick Balcat was in Grim Reaper. See, I didn't know that. Cool. Thank you. Let's see. Yes, we got people commenting. Bree says Nick was in Grim Reaper. Thank you. Yes. Awesome. Yeah, it was nice to see him. I thought that was a cool cherry on top of the trip. And Nick Balcott of the famed band Grim Reaper from the 80s. Beavis and Butt had something to say about that band. Oh, I have no idea. I didn't watch that show. I couldn't stand that show. But they had something to say about every band, didn't they? I mean, they always had something.
I was on spring break one year. I think I was like 17, and I was smoking a bong that was a Grim Reaper.
Oh wow!
That's I heard Grim Reaper. That's what come to my head.
Colin, what's going on? He goes, love the guitars, guys. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. Appreciate that, man. ST3, aight? Appreciate the stream. When y'all want to just get back to the basics, what tunes do you turn to? Early Stones, Beatles? Asking as a fellow guitarist. Let's see. When y'all want to just get back to basics, what tunes do you turn to? Well, it's neither one of those for me. I guess for me, it'd be like some Van Halen or maybe some classic rock of other artists. I don't know. I got stuff on here I was playing earlier. I don't know, just some Hendrix and stuff like that, just to kind of warm up and see how not every day is going to be as we call them, play days.
Yes.
Not every day is a good play day, and then some are excellent. You ever had that where you're like, man, everything's just, oh man, am I getting lucky or am I getting better? I don't know how to take it.
Better
like,
is what it is.
Yeah, and I'm like, wow, and
days, am I getting worse?
Yeah, when I'm like, oh,
here.
I was like, what is going on?
Why do I even have these?
I've played this song 20 times. Why am I still screwing it up? It's just, you have those days. You got the good days and bad days. But to answer your, sir?
Bad day at the office.
Bad day at the office. There you go. But yes, it's sometimes, I get into like some Hendrix and some Van Halen and stuff. ST3, that's what I like. What about you, Ralph? What do you turn to kind of just get back in the groove now that you're back home? When you will go to play, is there any particular thing you go to, or you just noodle around? What do you do?
I just start noodling around. When I hear something that I'm like, I need to mess around with that. I usually got the stereo on and I'm doing something else, or I'm changing strings. So I got the music playing, and I'll have a playlist on YouTube, and I'll just go through it, and then one song will catch me. I'm like, you know what, I'm going to work on that song, and it ranges, man, from what, like I just did Toto. I'm not even the biggest Toto fan, but I said, man, I want to play that song. And I got XYZ. I've been working on that song for a year. I'm struggling with that one, but I think I finally got it to where I'm comfortable. I said, yeah, I think I could lay down the track now. So that Inside Out by XYZ.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. That's a great song.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a tricky song, man. I tried messing with it a couple of years ago, and I was like, I don't think I'm quite ready for that yet. I mean, the solo's incredible. And of course you look it up on YouTube and people are nailing it. Like it's nothing.
Note for note, yeah.
And I'm like, well, no, I can't do that, man.
I'll never be note for note.
I can't. I mean, I was like, nope, ain't going to happen here.
That takes the fun out of it if I'm trying to do note for note. I'm not doing that.
No, I'm just, those guys were. And I was like, man, phew, they were good.
Yeah.
Let's see. EE Arts, he goes, glad to see you guys made it back home safe. Thank you. Thank you so much, man. Thank y'all for your kind words. That's really nice. Matrix ST3. Let's see. Scott from South Carolina says that you were shot as a teenager. Me and my group of hoodlums were sitting on the school steps and a few bullets whizzed by. Oh my God.
Good Lord.
What in the world?
Joe was trampled by a horse.
I wasn't trampled. I was knocked over. There's a big difference. If I was trampled, I wouldn't be here. But
something. Holy cow.
Yeah, that was, and Ralph was there when it happened.
We shouldn't have been in that field, but we
should
were.
not have been in that man's property. We snuck in through had one of them white wooden fences that, had the horses in there, and we went in there. It was Ralph and I and somebody else, and I had my skateboard with me. This is how long ago this was, like 15 years old. And there was this little dog that was with us. Wasn't our dog, just some dog tagged along. And he went up there and got the horses all scurried up and scared them. And the dog ran toward us. And here's Ralph, here's whatever other person this was, and then me over here. It's like a triangle. And I'm sitting here, and the horses come. Well, Ralph and the other person, they just step out this, and they're like this, and the horses are coming toward me, and I'm looking this way, and I throw the skateboard up in the air, and I duck down, and that horse, the front of its leg hit me on the top of my tailbone, knocked me over, and all I heard was hoofs all around. It scared the living you-know-what out of me. And I'm rolling on the ground. Ralph and the other person, they're laughing their ass off. And I was like, I barely can get up and walking like an old man, and I get on my bike. I can't sit on the seat on my bike. It hurts so bad. And I said, I'm going home. And, but yeah, it could have been really a lot worse of a situation. My gosh.
All right.
Yeah, it was crazy. Let's see here. Mike E. Ralph hitting us with the bong stories. That's nice.
Right on, peoples.
Right on.
I have a past.
Right on, right on. We all do, man. We all do.
Yeah.
Edwin Crane, I had a Grim Reaper bong in the 90s.
Right. That's right.
There you go. All right. Here we go. Let's see. Scott from South Carolina says, Mama Ken by Aerosmith has always been my go-to song when I'm warming up. It brings back memories of my youth. Yeah, what do y'all warm up to when you're playing? I like to know that. Is there a specific song that your go-to when you're warming up? Or, just, I don't know. I think a lot of people do that. Or do you just start working on scales? Or do you have a song you warm up to? That's what I like. I like warming up with a song. Mike E. says, I feel like that. I take a day break. Then mojo tends to come back in my playing. Yes. If I haven't played for a while, this is what I've always noticed. If I haven't, which, we were gone for a while and I haven't played. And then I came in here today and the first 30 minutes was kind of like, oh my God, what can I even do this? And then after that, it starts to come back.
Yeah, just takes a second.
And I was like, oh. But yeah, I was like, oh no, I done lost all the ability here. Let's see. Mr. Kerry Crouch says, I just keep playing my Kiss covers and my ACD covers and then a ton of improv. There you go.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that, man.
Improv is good.
Yes, absolutely. That's what makes it fun. What's that now? That's some high level stuff, fellas. What is?
I don't know. Thank you.
I don't know. Yeah, okay. Thank you. I'm not sure.
We're high level kind of people.
You have to kind of put the subject matter in there because I'm not going to get to your comment for a few minutes.
Sometimes when they put a comment in and we've already discussed it.
Yeah,
it happens. Yeah.
So you have to kind of help me out if you don't mind. Edwin Crane says, I've noticed I sound better when I don't give a cuss.
Just don't think about it. Just don't. Yeah. Just do it.
Yeah, just don't overthink it. Yeah, that's what I've always tried to do too. Yeah.
Relax, breathe, and do it.
Yeah, breathe is the main thing. That's something that I've had to remember. Just breathe, relax. Ted Fair says, any classic rock song that uses a cowbell gets me back to the basics.
Yes.
From Mississippi Queen to Burning for You by Blue Oyster Cult.
Yes, sir. Love a cowbell.
Yeah, as long as it's not overdone. But yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, that dog set you up, man.
Oh, the dog with the horses. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He knew what he was doing. He got the hell out of there, and that dog went right past my right foot, and I looked up, and here come all the horses, and I said, "Oh my God!" And it was scary, man. Let's see. Scott from New York. I play all kinds of classic rock. CCR, ZZ Top, Skinner, Georgia Satellite, Stones, you name it. There you go.
We've done a couple of ZZ Top songs, haven't we, Joe?
Yes, sir, we have. Yeah. Let's see. Scott also says that he plays Sabbath, Priest, AC/DC. All the classics, man. Yeah, that's fun. Let's see. Waiting for the Thunder is my go-to warm-up by Blackberry Smoke. Have you listened to them, Ralph?
No.
I hadn't either. I've heard a lot about them, but I haven't listened to them. And I guess I should, man, but I just don't. This is another can of worms I'm about to open up here, but what the heck? Grumpy old bastard moment coming on. Y'all get ready. But I just can't listen to any of that new stuff, man. It does nothing for me. I stick with the stuff that I like, that I grew up with. I sound like
Blackberry Smoke a new thing?
No, they've been around for a while, and I've heard a lot of great. I'm not dogging them at all. I haven't gave them a chance because I just don't want to. I'm like, I gotta listen to something else. I'm trying to learn these songs, and if I listen to this, I'm like, I don't know. My mind's just not in it.
I do listen to some new stuff. The music is going back toward the 80s again. I'm seeing and realizing guitar solos are a thing.
Oh, good.
Southern rock is a thing. New bands coming up, sounding like the old ones. It's fantastic. Joe said, I wouldn't know. I don't listen to none of that.
Yeah, I would not know. You're right. I wouldn't. So is Blackberry Smoke, is that more, what do y'all kind of let me know? Is that more on a classic rock level, or is it Southern rock, or I don't know. I have no idea. Heard a lot of stuff about, I've heard that band name a lot, but I've never looked into it. Let's see. Check out that song. No, let's see. Oh, it jumped. Check out that song. Check that song out. Charlie Starr is a killer player. All right. Let's see. Oh, man. Let's see. Waiting for the Thunder kicks butt. Sounds timeless, like a great 70s or 80s classic rock song. Okay, that's good. That's good. Art G says Blackberry Smoke is great. Waiting for the Thunder. Well, there's 3 people that say that right there. So that's great, man. That's great.
I was looking for a pin or something because I won't remember.
Yeah, Blackberry Smoke, Waiting for the Thunder is the name of the song. All right, cool. Cool. What was that other band that was, it's been a few years now. Y'all gonna have to help me because I'm horrible with this stuff. They were kind of like younger people, but people said they sounded just like Led Zeppelin.
Oh, yeah.
I heard one of their songs. I listened.
Curly hair.
I can't remember. I listened to 45 seconds of one of their songs. I said, yeah, never mind. It just doesn't grab me, man.
Right.
I've already got my mind made up before I even hit play. I'm like, I don't want to do this because I know it's going to suck. It's not going to touch what I love. There's no way. It's not going to touch Hysteria from Def Leppard. It's not going to hit it.
Greta Van Fleet, you're right.
Yes, thank you, Greta Van Fleet. It's just not going to touch it. And I'm like, nah, you ain't going to beat Van Halen. You're going to beat Def Leppard, Hendrix. And I know that's being closed-minded, but that's just how I roll, man. You know. Yes, it's Greta Van Fleet. Thank you. Edwin Crane. Let's see. I play riffs that usually sound like Black Sabbath meets King's X warming up. Then I realize I sound like Alice in Chains. Hey, that's good. That's good that it mixes up like that and it comes out something else. There's nothing wrong with that, man, at all.
It just shows you the influences you have, and that's good.
Exactly right. That is really good. It's always good that I've always heard this, which I believe this. It's always good to take little bits and pieces from your favorite players or musicians, whatever, and kind of make a soup and kind of add your own ingredients, and there you go.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost impossible to be completely original. There's some kind of influence from somebody that will leak out into what you're doing, and that's everybody's like that, you know. Even Zakk Wylde, Eddie Van Halen, they all had influences as well that made them who they were, you know.
Yeah, Eddie Van Halen was a huge fan of Alan Holdsworth, and that's where Eddie got all those wide finger spread techniques from Alan Holdsworth. That's where Eddie got that. I didn't know that for the longest time. And I saw some of the pictures of them Alan playing. I was like, he's got that. What is with the wide finger spread? Let's see if I can reach 12 frets with this. What are you doing?
I know. Like Jakey Lee uses his thumb
and his pinky.
Crap.
I'm like, is that necessary, man? Or are you just showing off?
It's just so nobody else can play it.
No offense. I'm just speaking my opinion.
Yeah, aren't those? Can't you find those same notes a little closer together somewhere? I'm sure you can.
Yeah, you can. You can. I think some of that's just kind of for show, but again, can I play it? Nope, I can't. I'm just something. I mean, it looks cool, but I was like, am I going to go through that? Nah, I'm not going to do that. Give me an open E. Okay, that's good. Yeah. Let's see. Let me see. Scott from New York says, I think he meant say, all I can say is Wolfgang Van Halen is one talented musician. Oh, yeah.
You ain't kidding.
Oh, he's amazing.
He's a good songwriter, too.
And I have listened to some of his music. My son, my son knows what I like, and he grew up listening to the same music that, I put on him, and he knows, he said, Dad, I promise you'll love this.
He said it's not just because it's Eddie's son, but it's really good. And I did, and I was like, wow, this is really good.
Mm-hmm.
So I did have an open mind going into that, and I was pleasantly pleased. I was like, there you go, Wolf. There you go. And he's not copying his dad. He's doing his own thing.
Yep.
But he plays all the instruments like what you do, Ralph. He does it all.
It's incredible.
And I was like, and his singing ability is incredible, man.
Yeah,
I was like,
right?
damn, he can sing, man. I was like, man, that's the one thing I was not blessed with. But yeah, he is very talented. I agree, Scott. GRB Aquatic says, I thought Greta Van Fleet was a Scandinavian environmental protester. Yeah, over here in the what I've heard in the States a while back, they were banned. So I don't know, man. Well, I know they are. I guess they're still together. I don't know. Mikey, there was a guy in one of your guitar store visit videos who said he was in a band. I thought he said the name was something that sounded like Blackberry Smoke. Somebody that we were talking to? Because I do not recall that.
What was the name of the band that Art from Cornerstone? He was in a band in the 80s. What band was that?
Oh, it was something completely different.
I don't remember anybody mentioning a band.
That was something completely different. I can't remember the name, but man, I should remember, but I can't. I really can't. I'm sorry. Let's see. Kevin Newman says, play Watching You by Kiss a lot and Spider Exercises. Oh, okay, cool, man. That's good. Spider Exercises with the fingers. There you go. Bill Frank, what he does to warm up, he says jazz chords. That's how I play also. There you go. Yeah. Let's see. Mr. Curtis, I had to rewind the live stream a few minutes, but Blackberry Smoke is a good Southern rock type band. Sometimes they get into the Grateful Dead kind of stuff, but their best stuff is Southern rock. All right.
Right on.
Leaning toward the I'm not going to mess with it factor if Grateful Dead's involved. Oh. Suck. All right. Scott from New York. Eddie Van Halen's favorite all-time player really is Eric Clapton. When Eddie Van Halen was in Mammoth, when he used to do Cream covers and Sabbath covers. Yes, absolutely. Let's see. Edwin Crane, Warren DeMartini from Rat calls Jack's Stretch competing and stuff. Oh, okay. Yeah, because I know Warren DeMartini and Jakey Lee, they were pretty tight. Mm-hmm. They were before they got into bands and stuff. Let's see. Let me see if I can get this chat to move here. Yeah. Mr. Curtis says that Watching You is one of my favorite Kiss songs. Wow. See, this is how out of the loop I am with Kiss. Never heard of that song, Watching You. When you say that, I think of Rockwell, but that's Somebody's Watching Me is the name of that song. There you go, Ralph. You're the next Wolfgang Van Halen, Scott says from New York.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. I don't know if I can pronounce this name or not. Is that Udo Dirk Schneider's?
Dirk, good one, Joe. Yeah, very good.
The new album is amazing. The band is called Dirk Schneider and the Old Gang, Babylon. If you like early 80s accept, you'll love this. Cheers. Hello. How you doing, Forest Floor? Nice to see you. Okay, here's some more information. Blackberry Smoke from Art G comments and says Blackberry Smoke is out of Atlanta. So they're from the South. That's great.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Let's see. Mike E says, yeah, once I saw how big Blackberry Smoke is and I realized I heard him wrong. Yeah, let's see. Is Blackberry Smoke mostly country? Scott says, from what I'm reading, they're got a little Southern rock going, classic rock, and a little of everything else, man. So, I'm guessing that's a mixture of those. Let's see. Edwin Crane always liked Greg Allman's playing. Greg Allman, from the singer of the Allman Brothers Band, he's amazing. He was a really good. I went down a wormhole with him years ago. Greg Allman's always been my favorite vocalist, believe it or not, and amazing. I've always loved his voice, and I would look up old footage, video footage of him when he would come out on talk shows, and he would have his guitar tuned to like open E, and he would finger pick, and he would play some songs that were really good. And I was like, man, to sing and play by yourself sitting on a stool and it sound perfect like that, that's a skill.
Yeah, singing and playing. I had that conversation with Scott earlier.
Yeah.
How do you do that? Practice, I guess. That's the end of the day, practice.
Right. And it's just, it's his brother Dwayne was an incredible slide player, as we all know, just absolutely amazing. But the Allman Brothers Band was, wow. Talk about a jam band, man. Good God. They were great. But Greg Allman, he was also a great player. Yes. GRB Aquatics chimes in. He says, is that Robert John and the Wreck outstanding guitar rock band? Okay.
All right.
Art G, Blackberry Smoke is southern rock with classic rock, country, and hard rock influences.
Well, that's a lot.
Yeah, so that's a lot of influences. That's nice. I can play a lot of songs, but can't type for crap, Kevin Newman says. That's all right, man. That's okay. It's not a big deal. We can figure out what you're saying, man. It's all good. It is all good. Let's see here. What else we got going on? I'm trying to think. My mind is still going 100 mile an hour. Maybe not 100, maybe about 80. But I just man, I hate that I have to go back to work tomorrow, but I got to get some normalcy back going.
Got to get the routine. Yep.
Yes. Yeah, I got
in the grind.
I got to ease back into that routine and kind of go, okay, I got to get back to making money. So I put our video out, our Sweetwater trip, of course, on YouTube, and you might have seen it, Ralph. I don't know, but I put it on Facebook as well.
I saw that.
It took forever to upload on Facebook.
I bet.
I did it from my phone, and because it's an hour long, and I was like, I wonder how long this is going to take. Upload, click, and I went, and it just went on, and finally, when it said doing copyright scan, I said, okay, we're getting close, and finally it said bloop, popped up on there, and I said, there it is. So I got some people, not a lot, a few people that follow me on Facebook. Just because they're following me, I don't know who they are, but I figured they would enjoy seeing that, and so it's trying to cover both ends of the social media spectrum. I only have YouTube and Facebook. That's it. I don't do anything else. I don't do TikTok. Don't do Instagram. Don't do X or whatever they call it now.
I do all that and ain't hitting on much on none of it.
To me, it was that's why I've dropped all that stuff. It wasn't doing nothing. And I was like, man, I'm wasting my time. I don't have time for all this. I got to work and make money. I'm too busy driving, so I canceled those accounts and deleted them and everything. And you actually have to go on your computer to cancel those accounts. You can't just delete the app and think you're done. You have to literally cancel your account and shut it down that way. Let's see here. But yeah, we get back into the routine and we'll see what's going on there. Let's see. Let's see here. Scott from New York says, I want to know why there is so much hatred for the guitar player Joe Bonamassa. I personally think he's a great blues guitar player.
Is there a lot of hate for him?
I don't know. All I can say is, number one, I've never talked to Joe Bonamassa. I don't know Joe Bonamassa, of course. I've seen Bonamassa live here in Greenville years ago. My son and I went. But I can kind of see where that's coming from. Because when I've seen interviews, and I'm just being straight, I'm not trying to be a grumpy old bastard here. I'm just shooting you straight. I can kind of see he sometimes it comes across, and I'm probably reading this wrong, and I apologize if I am. It kind of comes across like there's a little chip on the old shoulder there, a little bit. And I could be reading this wrong. And
like an arrogant thing?
A little bit. And but can he play? You damn right he can play. Can he play circles around just about anybody? You damn right.
Well, he can be arrogant then.
He that's what I was going to say. He kind of has that right to be a little, because it's really easy to flaunt that when you know you're good. Mm-hmm. And you can kind of like, who's the first person that comes to my mind? Yngwie. He had a reputation for that for years, and he got a lot of hate because he was just that good, but he kind of was like, yeah, I'm bad, and you can't do nothing about it.
You're really good, but you're humble.
No, my God. Dude, I appreciate that, but I ain't, those guys are up here, man. Those guys are just virtuosos, but I can kind of see where that's coming from. I'm not saying that's how he is. That's just what I can kind of, I've seen other comments on other social media where I see what Scott's saying, but I'm like, but then again, I don't know the man. I'm not, but when I've seen him in interviews with Norm in the past, he was always cool as he could be, but again, it could be just a thing, but he's amazing. He's amazing, but I don't know why he gets a lot of hate, but I can just kind of see where that might be coming from. But Scott from New York, just like the band Nickelback, they got a lot of hate. Let's see. Yeah, we were talking about, I asked Ralph if he'd seen that documentary on Netflix, Love to Hate Nickelback or something like that. If you have never seen that, give it a watch. Am I a huge Nickelback fan? I thought they had some good songs in their time.
They did.
And I liked them, but was I like, going to their concerts? No. But if you watch that documentary about them, I got more respect for them as a band after watching that documentary and everything they went through to get to that level. I was like, wow, they really put their time in, and they took a lot of hits and again, from people, and but they persevered and they come out the other side, and they are actually a very incredible band. They're tight. So, Mike E says, I served the ligament in my right pinky a few years ago, and it bugs me so much when I want to finger pick because I can't stabilize my hand the same way. I see what you mean. I'm sorry, Mike. Man. Yeah. Oh, Lordy.
Yeah.
Man, oh, man.
I sympathize with you.
That's a shame. Mr. Curtis, Joe, after I compared Blackberry Smoke to the Grateful Dead, I thought about your Grateful Dead story. Isn't that a Blackberry Smoke? Isn't that far out there? I'm sure they're not. Yeah, I'm sure they're not. Let's see. RG, Joe Bonamassa is great. I really like his playing, and Black Country Communion. That was awesome. Yeah, that little super group. That was incredible. That was a great. That was years ago by now. But Dave Orkin, always try to share your videos on Facebook, Joe. Thank you, Dave. That's nice, man. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. That's very nice. GRB Aquatics. I'm a big Joe Bonamassa fan here, but he is a straight talker and pisses people off. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with shooting it straight. There's nothing wrong with that, and I respect that. Let's see. Mike E. I can listen to Joe Bonamassa talk guitar all day. His playing is great, but I don't enjoy his singing. Oh, okay. I actually feel his singing is really good, just my opinion, but hey, that's just me, man. Everybody's got their own way. Bill Frank, he was that way when he was 13 years old on the Ellen DeGeneres show. Yeah, he's incredible, man. And like I said, I've seen him live. I was like, holy crap. He's amazing. Edwin Crane, Bonamassa, the guitarist, not a fan, but he can play. Okay. Wow, did we touch a nerve here? Grumpy old bastards get something going? What's going on here?
I don't know much about it. That's why I'm silent.
No, yeah, I understand. Mr. Josh Thomas, Joe Bonamassa. I'm kidding, y'all. I was just joking. Joe Bonamassa is great, but there are some people that don't like him because they label him as a gear hoarder, and even says people say that about him. Oh, I don't. Yeah, he does have a lot of gear, but
Who cares? What's
I
the
mean,
big
if
deal
he
about
can,
that?
if you can afford it, go for it. I mean,
Right.
it's I get it. I think that's cool that he has all that stuff. But yeah, he's got some. I love his passion. Absolutely. Scott says, I know he's a gear hoarder, but I say it's his money. He's earned it. If he wants to buy all that stuff, then so be it. Yeah. Oh yeah. I totally agree. And I've seen the video where it's been a while back where he shows off his stuff, and it's amazing. Yeah, I was like, damn, he's got some stuff, money tied up in that stuff. Big money. Allen guitars. The problem with Nickelback is that they were overplayed. People got sick of them. You did hear a lot of their songs like Bon Jovi too back in the day. Guns N' Roses back in the day. That's why I don't want to hear those bands no more. It was overplayed like crazy. Ralph, do you concur?
Sure.
Thank you. And let's move on. Scott from South Carolina. Ralph's like, that was easy. I have the Bonamassa signature model Gretsch guitar called Red. It's semi-hollow with a wood center block. I have 2 of them. Okay.
All right.
Nice. Let's see. Is that Greg Pace? I think that's who that is, Mr. Greg Pace. Hello.
Hey, Greg.
Ingve, maybe just a little cocky.
A little bit.
I know he was back in the day. I don't know about now.
I don't think cocky goes away.
It might not. I don't know. Rod. Hey, Rod. He goes, Nickelback, in my opinion, is a very good band. They are. Yeah. They're a really tight band, I feel.
I've got one of their CDs uploaded in my car.
Yeah. Paul Lou says, welcome home, guys. Thank you, Mr. Lou. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I think they sound great and they rock. You talking about Nickelback? Okay. I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
Edwin Crane, I just don't like the feeling I get when I've watched or listened to Joe Bonamassa. Oh, really?
What kind of feeling do
Yeah,
you get?
what can you kind of elaborate on that? You don't like the feeling you get.
That's interesting.
Okay, well, that's okay. Let's see here. Let me scroll this up. We got Fisticover. Hello, man. How are you doing? Fisticover. Did I say color? Fisticover. Hi, everyone. Hope all is well. Hanging out tonight in a motel room. From our power in Ohio is I got knocked out yesterday. Oh, my goodness.
What is name of said hotel?
Yeah, I hope it's not
Not the Red Roof
Red Roof Hell Hotel. I hope not.
or Motel 6.
Yeah. I hope it's something that's decent for you, my friend. As long as you're safe and everything's all right, that's all that matters. Scott from South Carolina says, Bonamassa probably has more gear than any other living person. He likes vintage gear with a story like, Dad, I bought this 60 years ago when he had a band. I don't know, man. I guess.
Like me, when I collect with everything I got. So if I had unlimited money, man, there's no telling, man. I'd have a warehouse built, a climate controlled warehouse. And,
oh God, yeah.
I'd have all kind of stuff,
Yeah.
I know I would.
I know I would too. I would. The climate control thing is a must. Yeah.
The key is unlimited money.
Yeah, that's the key. Yes. Which I'll never have that, but
Buns and hoses. Good one, Scott.
I actually saw Bonamassa and his band called Bloodline opening for ZZ Top. And has really matured as a guitar player. Oh, okay. Yes, Mr. Josh Thomas says, I like seeing his collection of his 3 Nerdville locations. Yeah. That's Bonamassa, yeah. GRB Aquatic says, I've only been playing and the compulsory collecting electric guitars in the last 5 years, and I consider myself a gear hoarder. That's okay. It's all right. Let's see. Mike E says, I love the feeling I get when watching your live stream. Oh, Joe and Ralph, thank you, man.
Oh, man.
That's
Thank you.
nice. That's nice. Super nice. Thank you. Very nice.
Bill
Oh, my
Frank
God.
says it makes him feel not well. All right.
Oh, okay. Scott from South Carolina, Ohio was getting 60 mile per hour winds. Yeah, we're supposed to get that early Monday morning here. It's supposed to get tough, man. I was like, yeah, it figures when I have to go back to work driving at night. It's yeah, there you go. Let's see, Fisticuffer, and we are we're in the best Western. Not the best, but the kids enjoy the pool and the jacuzzi. Oh, that's great.
You got a pool and jacuzzi. Yeah, you got
that's
a way step up.
Big upgrade from where we were at. Yeah. Yes, that's good.
I'm glad you had somewhere to go.
Yes, that's the important thing. You got some shelter and you're safe. Yes, absolutely. This thing going to move or what? Let me see. Edwin Crane. What now? SRV ripoff, but sloppy and full of himself. Oh. Oh, wow.
Right
okay. All right. That's your opinion. Hey, I get it.
Yeah.
I'm not arguing against nothing. User Kid, Joe, I checked your music out. Your song, That Smile, sounds like it belongs in an 80s movie soundtrack. It made its way onto my YouTube playlist. It has become one of my favorite songs on the list. Wow. Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
He's got the best song on there is I Wanted You to Hold Me. That is the best song. I'm
I
telling
wanted
you.
you to hold me. Oh, Lord. That's Ralph's favorite, yeah. Let's see. Mr. Bill Frank says that, well, for you, let's see, would have a drum building, guitar building, a keyboard building, and other instruments.
Yeah, it would be set up exactly like Sweetwater, and I'd have people to take care of it for me, and I just show up and play. You know what I mean?
Yes. The boss is here. All right. Bruce Springsteen?
These
No,
keyboards.
not that.
You're fired.
There's dust on here. No, but yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, that'd be wild. Paul Lou says, if I had the money, I'd have as many guitars as Sweetwater. Wow.
Right on.
There you go. Edwin Crane says, I still think that Stevie Ray Vaughan is underrated. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. He was a game changer, and he sometimes gets overlooked. I don't know why. I always respected his playing. He was incredible, Stevie Ray Vaughan. I could never play like that, but he was absolutely amazing. Absolutely. GRB Aquatic says, any restrictions to driving a rig in those crazy strong winds must be terrifying. Here's the bad thing about that. Usually, with my experience, and I'm just telling you my experiences, whenever something like that is going to happen, it's at night, and a lot of times they just come up from out of nowhere, so you don't know because it's already dark. So you're just driving in the middle of the night. But any restrictions? No, unless they put an alert out and say that it's just too bad to drive. I've never dealt with that. The only time that I've dealt with any restrictions was because of inclement weather, like ice, stuff like that. But for wind, I've drove in some pretty bad storms in the middle of the night, and it was scary. Absolutely. You're right. It was scary. And I admit it. Man, yeah, I was scared. And that's when it's the worst, when it's in the middle of the night. You don't know what's coming at you, but yes, it's terrifying. Yes. Ted Fair says, I never cared for the Nickelback with the vocalist. Never cared for his voice. He always sounded like he's It's training while sitting on the facility. Okay. My goodness. I hear you, Ted. Ted letting it all out. Scott from South
Ted's in
Carolina.
the mood this evening, ain't he?
He
needs to join our grumpy old bastard podcast, don't he?
Ted said, I've had enough of this. I'm kidding. Ted.
I'm gonna let it fly tonight.
Yeah, let it fly, brother. This is the place to do it. Let it out. If you own too much gear, then the gear will own you.
How so?
I kind of see what he's saying, because with
like
all these guitars, it requires a lot of your attention, more than you want to give. For me, anyway, I'm like, ugh. So it's easy. I can see where that could be a thing. Yes. Mike E says, yeah, I can't imagine driving rigs. I sold a reefer trailer to a guy last week that just he tipped over in Arizona. Oh, God. Yeah, that's horrible. That is horrible. Scott says, Ralph, I found those guitar picks on Amazon. I'm going to be ordering some. Thank you for telling me about them.
That hole makes all the difference. I'm wondering if I should punch holes in these Sweetwater picks. You got a whole
Lord,
punch a hole in them.
Yeah,
it just fits in your finger right.
It's
just
perfect.
Does.
It's perfect. It was
whoever they worked for you like they did for me.
Yes, whoever came up with that design was genius. I have to say, good Lord. Si, senor. Oh, not that again. Here comes Jorge. All right. Let's see. GRB Aquatics. Have you seen the Mike Campbell's guitar rack? The whole thing is overhead and remote controlled.
Ooh, I like remote
He
control.
is so cool. Mike Campbell, guitarist of Tom Petty, is amazing. That just goes to show you don't have to be a virtuoso and all these string stretches to be a good guitar player. No, I'm sorry, not good. Great. Mike Campbell is fantastic. I mean, he just knows the exact thing to put in songs. It just makes it so tasteful. And it's amazing. So, God bless Mike Campbell. Edwin Crane says that highway to Asheville with ice is so bad. That highway to Asheville? To about 26 maybe? Or I don't know.
Any highway with ice is bad.
Yeah, especially when you're going toward Asheville, you're going up in elevation. So yeah, it's definitely very, very, very bad. Yes. Ted Fair says, my personal experience with people hating on Joe Bonamassa is that he got so good so fast. He was the same level musician as 3 times his age when he was a teenager. Call it jealousy. I can see that too.
You see the kids of today? They're like 6 years old, killing it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's what the internet will do for you. That
Yes.
It shows you all that, you know?
All that technology is.
And I wonder if the internet inspires these kids. That's why they're getting so good younger. Doesn't it seem like they're getting better younger?
I agree. Can you imagine if we had that when we were 15?
What,
18?
the internet?
Yeah, and had that stuff where we could access it anytime. I don't know if it would have helped me, but it's just...
It would be interesting to see what the difference it would have made for us, sure.
I told Ralph and I, we talk about this silly crap. When we was in the room, I told Ralph, I said, can you imagine, because we both love Back to the Future and stuff like that. I said, can you imagine if we were able to go back in time and show this to our younger self and say, this right here is going to change your future. And your younger self, first of all, is going to be like, first of all, who are you and how did you get here and what is this? And you just say, explain what it is. And I said, do you think our younger self would believe that? And I say, no, there's no way.
I don't think so either.
No way. Our 16-year-old self would have been like, no, I'm calling the police right now. I don't know who you are, but it's still cool to think about. What if, right? Mike E says, I realized a couple of years ago that I just don't like owning guitars that I feel scared to ding up. Anything priced above an LP standard is too uncomfortable. Hey, I totally understand.
Sometimes when I take some of the guitars, the ones that are higher up, I'll scrape the ceiling and go, son of a... just by accident. Man, it will have a piece of sealing on it. Son of a bitch.
Popcorn sealing. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's yeah, I'll do that, and I'll look at the tip of the headstock, and I'm like, oh, and I go, come right off. I'm like, thank God. Yeah, I've done that, and there's been times I've done it like, oh well, whatever. It's rock and roll. What does it matter? So,
that's mine. I mean, I'm not selling it, so who cares?
Like somebody's gonna come over. All right, I see what you did. I'm like, how did you see that?
Is that a piece of sealing on your guitar?
What
What's
is
going
that?
on over there?
I'm from the Red Roof. We saw what you did. Now get over here.
Oh, God.
Wow!
What the hell?
Wow!
Okay, Scott from New York. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. Fisticuffer, I was excited when Starlick's lesson videos came out. Yeah, boy, that's old school, ain't it?
VHS.
Yes, I used to go to the Reliable Music and look at those for sale. And once in a while, I would buy one. I was like, I know I can't play this, but I just want to watch this guy play.
Him. Yeah,
and I would do that, and I'm like, put it in, and yeah. Rod says that Zach Wild was beyond his time. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he's not just a great rock or metal player. He can chicken pick with the best of them.
Oh God, yeah. He's right there on it, man. He can do all that stuff. Let's see. Okay, we're going to go to GRB Aquatics. He says that young English kid busking YouTube videos. He is shorter than his guitarist, Leonardo. I don't know. Sometimes I would watch busking videos, and a lot of them are from out of the country, and they're playing like classical or acoustic, and I just can't get into that. I want to see somebody go off, and I finally came across one guy. I don't know his name. He's always sitting on his amp, and he's like a line 6, I think, but he can play his ass off. And he's in the middle of I know it's not here in the States, I don't think. It's somewhere else, and he's sitting there jamming, and there's all these people walking around him in the street, and he's just going off, and I'm like, dang, he's good, man. I don't know. I couldn't tell you his name, but he is amazing. Hey, Cater, hello. How are you doing, man?
Here he is.
Yeah, he sent me an email. Cater said he was going to be busy this weekend doing some family stuff. Thank you, Cater, for hopping in, man. I hope your weekend's going great. Let's see. I remember begging for a wristwatch TV to take to school. And I remember those. Yeah. Wow. I do that.
That was futuristic.
That was way futuristic, yes.
That's about as much as my little mind could handle back then.
Yeah. Scott from South Carolina. I had several of the Kurt Mitchell DVDs. I did too, man. I did too. Yes, very cool. Brendan B Squared, what's going on, Brendan? How you doing, man? What did I miss? About 2 hours of stuff talking.
What did I miss? Let's rewind.
Yeah, hang on. No, we were just talking about the Sweetwater trip and songs people used to warm up to when playing guitar and
trip, Uber.
And Joe Bonamassa and stuff like that.
Joe got run over by a horse.
Yeah, that's the Cliff Notes version of everything, sir. Jay Cater said, speak of the devil, just got in from the Bonamassa show. It was epic. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, I think he was playing in Greenville tonight. Yeah. That's where I seen him. And like I said, when I seen him, he was amazing. Mad Axman 44, the Sweetwater tour was awesome, guys. Thank you.
Thank you
so much. Appreciate that. We're hoping the views climb on it. It sure is taking off really slow. I was like,
I wasn't even gonna bring that up with you, Joe. Because I told you at the hotel.
No,
okay.
It's fine. No, it's fine. If it stays where it's at, that's fine. I mean, it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it.
I mean, I think the experience and hanging out with you, that was priceless, man.
It is.
Okay,
absolutely. I feel the same. We had a lot of fun. We was able to just be silly and be stupid, laugh till we had tears rolling down our cheeks, and and that's priceless. You're right. Mm-hmm. You know, if it stops at where it is now, that's fine. Yeah. But I can say for both of us, we actually got to go there and experience that and film it, and we'll have that for the rest of our life. So, and we can always reflect back on that on YouTube. So it's great. Yeah. Brendan says, yes, great to see you guys. Thank you, man. Thank you very much. Got a couple more minutes to go here. Art G says, are you guys familiar with Jimmy Bell? I heard he was in the running with Zach Wilde for Ozzy's band replacing Randy. I used to live in the same area as him. He's a nice guy. I am not familiar with that name, sir. No. It's the first time I've heard of it. Wow. He was in the running with Zach for the Ozzy position, the position in Ozzy's band. That's interesting, but wow. Very cool. I couldn't imagine going out for something like that and being the second place guy, because that's not going to, nobody remembers second place.
No.
You're going to remember the guy who got it.
Doesn't matter how good they were.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not trying to be smart, but that's just.
It's true.
Yeah. GRB Aquatics, yes, the Sweetwater video was awesome. Thank you for the tour. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Appreciate that. Mad Axman, I can't believe that place. We couldn't either.
No.
It was very.
It's all inclusive.
Yeah, you can
If
go
they had
there.
a hotel, it'd be great.
If they had hotel rooms, it would be gold. They'd be golden, man.
Mm-hmm.
Mikey says the amount of pedal that were displayed was crazy. Yes, it was. Yeah, it was. It was just like I said. It was to the point where it was just about overwhelming, especially when you're filming, because you're like, I gotta get this, and you're trying to get enough to make sure you please everybody, and hopefully will come across well on the other side. But Fisticuffer says that I like the live shows at the hotel just as much as the Sweetwater video. Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. That's awesome. Rod says, this is my favorite channel on YouTube.
Man, thanks.
Thank you, man. That's wow.
Sincerely, I really do.
Thank you so much. That's very nice, man. That is very nice. Thank you for your kindness, Rod. User Kid says the funniest part was when someone in the chat asked you if you had a double or a single bed. Oh, God. Oh, Lord.
Me and Joe, since kids, we spent the night together so many times. If there was one bed, we'd have figured it out. And it's not, we're not strangers to that.
Yeah, not a big deal.
Joe's be at my house all the time spending the night.
Yeah. We stay up all night, make prank phone calls and stuff.
Sneak out, and that's what
Sneak out, ride bikes till 2 a.m. and sneak back in. Scott from South Carolina, Tommy DiCarlo, who became the lead singer of Classic Rockers Boston for nearly 20 years, based on a MySpace tribute, has passed away. Yeah, I saw that. Was he the same one they found off YouTube that was working at Home Depot? I'm assuming that's him, because he could hit those notes just like Brad Delk. And I saw that. That was sad. I think they were already on a tour, maybe. I know they were planning a summer tour this year. I don't know if it already started or not, but man. But,
I think somebody from Motorhead died too recently.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
I'm not a big Motorhead fan, but I just saw it.
Yeah, I'm not either, but
I'm not sure if they might have been the bass player or something.
I don't know. Canadian Cheese, how many pedals are
Canadian
too much
Cheese?
pedals?
I
What's up?
love it.
That's a cool name. Yeah.
Love it.
CC. How many pedals are too many? I don't know.
When you can't fit another one in your house.
Yeah, I guess that's too many. Edwin Crane says, I remember the contest to be the guitarist of Ozzy that Zach won. I didn't know there was a contest. I thought it was just an audition. But I don't know. I don't recall it at all, so I wouldn't know. But that's interesting. Mad Axman, yes, you are correct. Yeah, we found that out very quick.
Yes.
That particular location was owned from people of that sort, and you could tell it was not
It's
a corporate owned.
Yeah,
it was not a corporate owned location. They did
all
what
the
they
way down
wanted.
to Grandpa looked like he was the maintenance man.
yeah, the it's not corporate owned, and they do what they want. And I was like, damn, it was just man. Let's see. When you run out of plugs to power them, then you have too many, at least till you buy another power supply. I've done that. I've ordered extra power supplies to keep them going. Yeah. GRB Aquatic. Sorry, I cannot remember, but at Sweetwater U section, did they also have more pedals? I did not see them.
Remember? Well, they had that bin out front with the pedals. Remember?
Or the bargain bin. Yeah, they had that. But I mean, in the actual used store, I didn't see any pedals.
Not inside the store.
Like a pedal display, I didn't see that unless I just missed it. Let's see. Kevin Newman, I bet y'all ate good when you got home. Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we did. I did. We had ribs tonight, man. They were good. I ate the heck out of them ribs. Yeah. Paul Lou says, I'll go back and watch a Sweetwater video again. Well, thank you, man.
Thanks.
Appreciate that.
Give it a thumbs up, too, if you haven't.
Yeah, please. Yeah. The more thumbs up, the more YouTube will recommend that, and only y'all can do that. Is this Mr. Greg? Is it Greg Pace again? I think. So much fun to watch you guys. Don't worry about the views. I believe that will all come. Both of you are real and authentic, and we surely need more of that. Wow.
Yeah, we definitely don't take ourselves too seriously. No. We love what we do, but we're having fun.
Yes.
We're not professionals in any way, shape, or form. But we're just having a good time.
Thank you.
And we hope you guys are.
Thank you, Mr. Gray. That's nice, man. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Scott from South Carolina. Motorhead guitarist Phil Anthony Campbell has passed away at 64. Oh my goodness.
I thought Motorhead was like from the 60s, but if he died at 64, he couldn't be. How old is Motorhead?
I think they started in the mid to late 70s or something, I think. I guess. I didn't follow them that much.
Me either.
Ted Fair, with my limited time and busy schedule, I have limited time to watch YouTube. Always take time to watch this channel, though.
There you go.
It's one of the best with a great conversation, in my opinion. Thank you, Brother Ted. That's super nice, man. Thank you very much.
It's you guys that make this show.
It's y'all. Like we said, without an audience, you have no show. Y'all are the ones making this possible, so thank you. Yeah, thank y'all for being a part of this, man. It means the world. It really does. Downtown AJ Brown says that, as you guys have said, you got all the memories here on YouTube to rewatch over and over. The memories far outweigh the view count. You're right. Absolutely. AJ Brown says, Ralph or Joe, do you want a new guitar? Sure. He didn't say that. I'm just kidding. He didn't say that. He's like, I didn't say that. What are you doing? Grumpy old bastard. No,
I'm not really a guitar guy.
Yeah. I'd rather have, let me have a triangle.
Got any Little Debbie's? I'll take those.
Yeah. Oh, Lord. They didn't hit the jackpot there. Ecater says, what's the best rib place around here? I would say Texas Roadhouse. They have excellent ribs. If you're into that, I love Texas Roadhouse ribs. But thank y'all so much for that. Let me see if I can hit these last few. Motorhead started in 75. Wow. Okay. Yeah, we was right then in the 70s. Mm-hmm. Okay. Matt Axman 44, you got your foot in the door and a great start. That's good. I've had my foot in the door for 15 years on YouTube, so I wish the door would say, come on and we'll do the rest for you. But, you know.
Joe has really tried a lot of different things. And
oh, man, yeah. I've been doing YouTube for a long time, but I never could do it full time because I have to work to pay bills. So it's been a part-time thing when I can. And if you look on this channel, you can go back 15 years and just look at some stuff that's just off the wall stupid. Some of it's serious. And you'll see one spectrum to the other.
It is a wormhole, no doubt.
Yes, it's a wormhole. And I was like, some of that stuff, I'm like, I can't believe I did that. That was stupid.
Right. But it's out there forever.
It's out there, but, you know, I mean, it ain't nothing bad. Like, you know.
Yeah, okay, 22. We got them turned around.
It's nothing breaking the law or nothing, just being silly. But thank you, Matt Exman. That's nice, man. Let's see here. Scott from South Carolina. Fast Eddie Clark was the original Motorhead guitarist. He left to form Fastway. They had a song called Say What You Will. AJ Brown, it was the guitar player. Ralph Lemmy was the bass player. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank y'all so much. Ralph, is there anything else that you'd like to discuss or touch on before we close out?
I'm just glad to be home, man. I'm ready to play. I'm ready to work on another song. Going to Sweetwater, just, you know, I want to play, man. I want to jam. And you're coming over next Friday, so there's that.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, I was, I got in here, like I said, today and jammed a little bit here and there, and it was fun. You know, like I said, I had to warm up, and I was getting back to where I was like, okay, now it's feeling right. But I had to stop and go take care of stuff because I was like, I got to get back in that rig tomorrow, man. I got to get this stuff taken care of today. So, you know, that's fine. I can come in here tomorrow for a little bit before I leave for work if I really want to. It just depends on how I feel, man, when I get up. I might be kind of, I don't want to, you know, so who knows. But anyway, all right then. So everybody, thank you so much again for joining us tonight on this live J&R's Talking Guitars and More. Thank you for watching the Sweetwater trip video. Thank you for participating in the lives that we did at the Red Roof Hill Motel.
Those were fun.
Those were fun. Yeah, those are fun. And thank you for being a part of that and us just being silly. And thanks for, you know, being a good sport and tagging along and going along with the joke. That's awesome. And so we look forward to seeing you next Saturday. I got a couple more things coming out on the channel that I did while we were there. They're not long. They're short. But it's something to keep the content going. And I guess after that, we'll just have to wait for the live show because everything's kind of wound down for me. I don't have nothing else that I can go film. I'm burnt out too. I've got to get some rest. I told Ralph I couldn't imagine doing these flights all the time for YouTube. I like, damn, I couldn't do that all the time. Had to take a break.
It's exhausting, no doubt.
Yes, it was for me. But anyway, all right, y'all. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Joe.
I'm Ralph.
Y'all have a great rest of your weekend, and thank you again for being here. God bless. Y'all take care.
Good night, everybody.
Bye-bye.